Folks, we start off with breaking news this morning. Welcome. It is the MJ Morning Show, the day after Halloween. Breaking news has to do with Halloween. So in my neighborhood, there's this really creepy house up on the hill. And it's kind of an old, kind of rundown home, cobwebs, all kinds of stuff. And we found out fairly quickly that the house was handing out fruit, handing out apples. Not regular candy, not like Kit Kats or Milky Ways or Starburst or Lemon Heads, Zots. Are Zots still around?
I think they're still around, but who hands them out?
I don't know. I don't know if they're. So, do they like have Zots at the little knick-knack country store at like Cracker Barrel or something? They sell Zots there. Anyway, remember Zots?
Was it like a hard candy, like a sweet tart?
It was a hard candy, but it had like a fizzy, foamy middle, almost like you're having some kind of a foamy, seizure or something.
Rabies.
Thank you, Ray. That's what I'm thinking of, rabies. Yeah. So this spooky house in my neighborhood up on the hill, and it's overgrown. Like the lawn hasn't been cut, and the trees and shrubs haven't been trimmed in like 50, 60 years. And they've got this like wrought iron gate. So what we heard, that numerous kids went up there and they were given apples. And then the parents discovered pins and razor blades inside the apples last night. So, of course, authorities were called, raced to the scene, and I am full of absolute crap right now because, first of all, there's no big, scary house up on the hill in my neighborhood because we don't have a hill in my neighborhood.
I don't think we have a hill anywhere in Tampa.
No, there's no hills around.
Nowhere in Central Florida.
In Hillsboro. Why do you think they call it Hillsboro? Because it's...
I have no idea. I've wondered that. Why is it Hillsboro?
It's the borough with all the hills. Yeah, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, Flatsboro.
Exactly. Sea levels borough. All right, so... Yeah, I'm just joshing, man. That old, urban legend about. So this goes back to when I was a kid. I remember when I was a little kid trick or treating up in Nanuet, New York. Back in the 1970s, that was all the rage. Oh yeah, that house over there. Yeah, that's where the crazy lady put pins and razor blades in the apples and passed them out to kids. The whole. Tampered with candy thing. Did we have some kind of a rundown on, how the legend started and how much candy has actually been tampered with nationwide since the beginning of trick-or-treating? It's virtually nothing.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of cases where, you've had edibles or you've had, drugs that have ended up in a, Halloween grab bucket or whatever. And, of course, the big problem these days is, the edible issue with some of these candies that are for adult consumption that are, injected with, THC or, whatever. And you also have these creeps that sell drugs or edibles in packaging that looks like actual branded candy. So you can see where there could be a little bit of a mix-up. But as far as, real nut job wackos tainting candy and jamming pins and needles and razor blades into apples. I don't know if anyone passes out apples anymore.
Nah.
You know, in my neighborhood, there's a house that passes out little Bibles. And I heard some people say, wish they gave out some spell books, you know. So pretty good trick-or-treat. My neighborhood was jammed. You know, I'm sure the house in my area that had the insane decorations, which, remember, I shot that video, guys, and put it on my Instagram. I'm sure that house attracted a ton of people. Yeah, it's not right, you know, near or next to me. You know, it's in the neighborhood, and I didn't get near there last night, but I'm sure that place was all jammed up. What about you guys? How did Halloween go, Rox?
It was good. I have to tell you first, though, the first report of Halloween treats being tampered with in North America, 1959, a California dentist named William Shine distributed 450 laxative-laced candies to children.
What? A dentist?
Yeah, 30 of whom fell ill.
What kind of sicko is that?
Sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Laced candy with laxatives?
Laxatives.
Dude, after all the candy I eat at Halloween, I could use a good laxative. Sounds like a blessing in disguise.
Do they still have X-Lax? Is that still out there?
Yeah.
All right, so X-Lax, I've never used it. I've never, I think, even seen it in person, but didn't X-Lax, doesn't it look like little chocolate squares?
Yeah, it does.
Does it still? Is that the same deal?
I don't know, but I just Googled it.
It could.
I wonder if that's the situation with this dentist. What was his name? Ed Gein?
For real. It wasn't Ed.
All right, Froggy, had trick-or-treating go in your hood.
It was very good. It was packed with a lot of kids.
Awesome. So who manned your house and who walked with your kids?
I am the house manner.
So you were at the house.
Yes.
Did you just put the lazy bucket out and let the kids pick up their own candy, or did you answer the door with every ding-dong?
Answer the door, of course. That's what's fun about it.
Gotcha.
See, I agree with that. We were having that discussion because everybody I saw was doing the sit in the driveway and have the table full of candy. And I think that's more like a festival or something. I like it when you have to go ring the doorbell.
Ugh.
Right?
That's a pain in the ass for the homeowner.
It is.
One kid leaves. Okay, hey, you look real cute. Then you sit back down.
But that's the fun of it.
Hey,
Ugh.
Froggy, were you courteous and were you, I guess, diligent and made sure that none of your edibles made into the candy
All
bucket
right.
at your house?
Yeah, okay.
I'm just asking. But on my street, a bunch of the neighbors set up the tables at the edge of the driveway in the street. So the kids don't have to walk all the way up to the house, or as Froggy would say, climb over the gates and the moat.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Swim across the moat with the gators.
He has a long pole now where you can just kind of lunge yourself.
Pull yourself.
We had a lot of kids. It was a pretty busy night, and it works very efficiently. You set up your table, so all the neighbors within, like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 houses of mine, everyone set up a table outside and hung in the street, and the kids just came by the table instead of having to, walk up to the house, ring the doorbell, and, every 12 seconds, ding dong, ding, 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 ding. So it worked out pretty well. Fester, you've got a story about your trick-or-treating. We'll get to that later on. So do you need some garage door help?
We've already got a call in to our garage door place.
Okay, well, I can probably help you with that. I've got
always have an issue.
Always.
Yeah. Fester had a security issue, which he didn't even know about until last night. That got discovered. So we'll get into that coming up in just a bit. And then, Roxanne, did you guys, both you and Dig Dug, go trick-or-treating with your kids, or did somebody man the house?
No, we left the candy out and took them around our neighborhood. And
that's
then we
a
took
recipe
them to...
for your candy was gone in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, but
kids grabbed handfuls.
Yeah, actually, we had some left. They were good. They were nice kids.
Oh, you left a candy bucket?
Yeah,
you
we
had candy
we had a
left?
big bowl, and there was.
What are
there
there,
was some
4
left,
kids
yeah.
in your neighborhood?
No, there are a lot of little kids. So.
Just getting rolling, folks. It's a busy, what is this, Wednesday? Wednesday on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Let's grab Pat with traffic. We're back in minutes. Don't move. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, folks, 6:20 here on a Wednesday morning, day after Thanksgiving. Hey, November 1 already. November 1st. What the heck? Yeah, so Thanksgiving before you know. Thanksgiving's kind of early this year. Isn't it like the 23rd?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's always like stuck in my mind that Thanksgiving's like, the 26th.
Yeah,
and
me
too.
too.
Of course, the number is going to vary. It's the third. Is that the third Thursday in November is Thanksgiving? Am I just making that up, or is that accurate?
Well, it is the third Thursday this year, but I feel like it's unusual because it's so early. I feel like oftentimes it's the last Thursday.
It's the last Thursday of the month.
Oh, so it's okay. So I'm erroneously.
I think November ends on a
Could you
Wednesday.
look that up?
Yeah, no, I'm looking it up right now. It's this month. Okay. It's
What is the deal for Thanksgiving? Is it the last Thursday of November, or is it the third Thursday? What is the
I think I just figured it out.
All right.
It's the fourth Thursday.
There we go. Fourth
But
Thursday.
the
That sounds
reason
right.
it's confusing this year is because there's another Thursday after it, still in November.
Yeah, we got Thursdays out the wazoo in November.
We've got 5 Thursdays.
Hold on, really? We have 5 Thursdays in November?
Yes, that's why.
The first one. Oh, we have an early Thursday because
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow is Thursday the 2nd. Then you got the 9th. Then you've got the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Oh, we got Thursdays flying out the ass here in November.
Yeah, so we're 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving, essentially.
Oh, wow.
This is as early. No, I guess it could be earlier. I don't. Never mind. What I'm saying.
Yeah, because like 4 years ago, Thanksgiving was like the 6th.
No, this is. I think.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, so I think this is as early as Thanksgiving could be, because yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it just seems like an early Thanksgiving being on the 23rd. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Name That Singer. Got an early game show here on the MJ Morning Show on this November 1st.
I love game shows.
Yeah, so time to name this singer. I've got some audio, and Andrew is not eligible because Andrew is the one that pulled the audio bite at my direction and put it into the computer. So, Andrew, don't raise your hand. You're not able to guess. But Fester, Froggy, Roxanne, you are eligible to name this singer. You ready? Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the
Froggy, why'd you just chortle?
I think I know who that is.
All right, hold on.
Just by the voice.
dawn's early light.
This was don't look it up. No one touch your computers. This was at an NBA game earlier this week. This was at a Milwaukee Bucks game. This was up in Milwaukee, I believe. They were playing the Atlanta Hawks. Who is the celebrity Star-Spangled Banner singer?
What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming.
All right, does anyone have a guess? Froggy, you said you indicated that
I thought it was Macy Gray at first, but now I'm thinking again.
No.
Macy Gray.
You remember her?
That's clearly a guy singing, not Macy Gray.
Oh, it's a guy. Oh,
Is
okay.
it-
Wait a sec. You think this sounds like a woman?
Sounds like Macy Gray to me.
And bright stars.
It's not that bad, actually.
Through the
Should we be standing up?
Say it again.
I should be standing up
I'm
right now.
standing
I
up.
know you are, but
I'm standing up. You've got a hat on, you son of a. Take your hat off. Put your hat on. Take your hat
I
off.
know it, right?
No, seriously, take your hat
It has
off.
an American flag on
It
it.
has it is. Okay, there we go.
Hey, did you capture that on video, Andrew? No? No, of course not. All right.
It's all right.
Is
It's not his
it
fault.
Jamie
All right.
Foxx?
What?
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx can actually sing good, can't he?
But that's what I
Well,
mean. But
is
I
it-
can't tell. I mean, maybe after his.
Is it John Legend on drugs?
All right, hang on a minute. It's not Macy Gray. It is not Jamie Foxx. Fester, you have no idea.
I
It's
thought
not
it
John Legend on drugs.
No, it's
John Legend on drugs.
No.
He's drunk.
John Legend on drugs?
Because it's like John has a smooth voice, but if he's all hopped up on drugs.
Does anyone listening, I'm going to go to the audience now. I already gave away too many clues. So, all right, listen. Honor system.
What clue?
If you didn't
What
look,
game?
if you didn't look it up, you're allowed to call.
I'm looking it up.
People know.
Stop. No, stop.
I want to know.
800-990-1047. Early contest here. What's the prize? Nothing. All right, 800-990-1047. Do you know who this celebrity mystery star-spangled banner singer is?
August red glare, the
Yes.
birds
It's an actor then.
sting in there.
It's obviously somebody who doesn't sing for a living.
Yeah, clearly, it's really not that good. It's not as bad as I thought it would have been. All right, 800.
Yeah, he's hitting all the notes, it seems like, just not good.
800-990-1047. Oh, look at the phones. Every line is ringing.
Can I give a clue?
Everyone
Another
knows
clue?
it? Hold on.
Wait, you know Roxanne?
Yeah, because the texters just told me.
Well, yeah, don't spout it out. All right, let me grab the first caller in, David Valrico. David, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Who do you think the celebrity star-spangled banner singer was or is? Go.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, boy.
Now I hear it.
What?
Why would he sing?
Why not?
I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
He's a hype man.
And he had a little clock on. He didn't have a giant clock. Flavor Flav.
Good for him. He's changing his look.
Yeah, his whole thing was like the big clock on the chain around his neck. And he had if you bring up the video or the picture, he had a little clock.
Good for him.
It's like a little travel clock. Little Samsonite travel alarm clock. Right?
That's awesome.
He's still alive?
Yeah,
Right?
old is he?
ODB is dead. Didn't old dirty bastard?
Yeah, but didn't Flavor Flav say he did crack for like 25 years or something?
Probably. All right, so where are you calling? You're from Valrico, and did you know that instantly, or did you look it up?
No, I actually saw it 2 days ago on Facebook.
Oh.
And, yeah, he made a comment that it was actually a dream of his to actually sing the Star Spangled Banner.
And then the Milwaukee Bucks, they invited him up in Milwaukee to sing it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you know how old Flavor Flav is?
I'm 53. I think he's about 56.
He is 64 years old, apparently.
Holy cow. He looks great.
Yeah.
60. Yeah, boy.
Maybe crack is good for you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, start that, Froggy.
I'm just saying, the guy looks great. I thought he,
Crack. Good for your skin.
64 years old. Hey, pal, thanks for listening and thanks for being the first in.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Every single line lit up here at 6:28 in the morning.
That's awesome.
Every single. Hey, Andrew, I saw every line was ringing. I don't know how many you put on hold or screened, but how many actually knew that it was Flavor Flav?
Everyone I spoke to had it right.
Every single person.
We should play that every morning.
Wow, what? We should start the show with
Yeah,
Flavor
just like
Flav doing
an
the
American tribute.
Gave
He's really tried.
to the night
He is,
that our flag was still there. Oh, say,
No, I want to hear the applause.
does that
I don't know if we took it all the way to the applause.
Spangled Banner.
All right, by the way, all right, it's near the end, but there's still 45 seconds left.
Yeah.
How long is his run?
Must be a lot of applause.
Or maybe he just keeps going with the ending. Here we go.
That vibrato.
See, he's doing some of the
Or the land of the free.
Here we go. Flavor Flav.
And the home of the brave.
Is he going to end it right here?
Of the
Nope.
brave.
Nope.
Of the brave.
This is awesome. Man, he really gave it 100%, didn't he?
He did. He didn't really screw it up badly. I mean,
Oh my God, that was the pits. Are you kidding me?
What?
That was terrible.
Listen, he didn't screw it up that.
For the bread.
Listen, you give him credit for the effort.
Let me tell you right now. Was it a spectacular version of the Star Spangled Banner? No.
But
Was it a total butchered up job? Was that the worst I've ever heard? No. The point is, for Flavor Flav, that was much better than I thought it ever could have possibly been. That's what I'm saying. And also, for those that don't know, well, hey, Roxanne, tell me, what was he part of? What group was Flavor Flav part of?
It just popped out of my head.
Come on.
No, I don't know, but I was going to say that his performance was somewhere between Whitney Houston at the Tampa Super Bowl and Roseanne, somewhere in between there.
All right, I would go with that.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Why can't I think of his?
Come on, what group was Flavor Flav
When you
with?
say it, I'll be like, of course.
All right, Chuck.
I want to say
him and Chuck
D. Come on, Chuck D.
Boys, something.
Yeah, Boys to Men.
Not Boys to Men. No.
Far away from Boys to Men.
No.
Chuck
Come
D
on.
and Flavor Flav. They
Come
were
on, Chuck D, Flavor Flav.
Not. Why don't I know this?
Yeah, boy. Come on.
Not Two Live Crew.
Public Enemy.
Enemy.
You're closer with Two Live Crew.
Yeah. I had to get into my
Whatever.
80s, 90s.
Don't confuse Miami rap with these guys.
6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Man, great early participation on that. Every single phone line ringing. But listen, that could have been a whole lot worse. Wasn't great, but it could have been a whole lot worse. 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. I've got a great pile of early morons in the news. It makes you feel good because you say to yourself, no matter how bad your day is or your week is, when you hear morons in the news, you're like, man, my life's not as bad as those idiots. So morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on the Q105. Yes, you're looking at me.
You got ahead of yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, you said the MJ Morning Show and you were going to say MJ Morning Show again, but you checked yourself as Q105.
Okay, all right.
I looked at
wow, you're quite a coach.
Well, you got caught up in
thank
your words.
You're a talent coach over here all of a sudden.
I got a couple of other points to make.
6:33. Back in a second. Hey, a couple of great spots. Here we go.
Barbara Streisand.
Morons in the news. 6:42 at the MJ Morning Show. Why am I running late? Oh, I guess we went a little long with the Flavor Flav. Yeah, you know, I said, yeah, boy. I think I extended it like one too many times in the last segment. Took us way late here.
No,
yeah.
Flavor Flav extended the end of the national anthem an extra 3 minutes. That's what put us late.
You're right. All right, here we go. Early morons in the news. If I say the cereal sub thief has been busted again and maybe finally put out of business. If I say cereal sub thief, does anything come to mind? Think.
Stealing submarines, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope this isn't a submersible joke.
You know, I remember an episode of Super Friends where Lex Luthor had a
guys, come
had a
on,
big
real guys, reel it in.
A
sub thief.
So
Froggy, you think I'm talking about real submarines, like a nuclear naval sub?
It's either that or he's been stealing substitute teachers.
Right.
I can't think of anything else.
There is a shortage of substitute
Come on,
teachers.
guy, really? Come on.
I don't know. Anybody else? It's a tough one.
How many subs do you eat in a month?
Okay, all right. Now you're saying sub and eat. All right, so
I'm good for at least 2 a week.
all right,
2 a week.
Yeah.
listen. The subs I've had recently are just Mickey's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had Mickey's numerous times. Where of course Mickey's down in South Tampa at the West Shore Marina area over there. Mickey's, remember, was named by USA Today the best cheap eats in America. I mean, of all the places in America, Mickey's subs inside, what is it, the duckweed, right? Be careful how you say that. It's
Yeah.
You're a duckweed.
That was a duckweed.
It's inside that duckweed market right off of West Shore, just south of Gandy, is Mickey's Subs. That's the only place that I've had subs recently. In fact, we were going to stop the other day, but we got a little jammed up. But all right, so it's obviously, I'm talking about the cereal sub thief, and I'm talking about,
It's got to be Publix.
yes.
So I am a pub subber.
Okay.
Who
usually,
isn't, man?
And I'm good for 1 or 2 a week.
Remember, I had my first pub sub ever,
Amazing.
like, what was it, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago?
That was the first time you had one?
First one ever.
And you loved it, right?
What a
Listen,
weirdo.
I thought that, you know what, I got there a little late maybe, and the place was cleaned out. They didn't have the bread I wanted. It was like just totally, and the bins where they have all the the tomatoes and the lettuce, it looked like a hurricane blew through it. So, but I couldn't get my first choice of bread. They were out. I'm like, can I just go to the bread aisle and go get some more bread? I mean, come on. So
Bring back a loaf of white bread.
No, listen, the sub was decent, and I had my first pub sub ever. I know it's hard to believe, but my first one ever was about 2 months ago. And then, of course, the Mickey story hit, and we've gone to Mickey subs in South Tampa, for all of our sub needs. But here's the deal. A cereal sub thief, I guess on multiple occasions, stealing subs. Now, we've talked about this in the past because didn't they have a sticker system they had to invoke at Publix? Because people will order a sub online. They'll put the sub like in a little rack, because I see it when I go to Publix to get some Boar's Head white American cheese. That's what we get at the pub. We buy the Boar's Head white American cheese. That's like the only. Well, listen, when the kids are home, sometimes they'll get some Boar's Head ham or turkey. But I'm not much of a cold cut buyer for the house. If I want, I'm going to Mickey Subs, right? So we buy the cheese because we melt the cheese on Michelle's biscuits or whatever, making grilled cheese sandwiches, whatever. So I've noticed that people order subs and then they have the subs to the side of the deli counter where people can pick them up. But what some people have done is they'll just walk into the store, grab a sub, because those were typically prepaid, and some people would just walk in and rip off the sub and walk right out. And they wouldn't be challenged because people pay for them online. Well, this dude here, he did, I guess, numerous things. Larry Witkowski, 46 years old. You're 46 years old and you're ripping off subs from Publix? Son, that's no way to go through life. 46 years old. So this is out of course, the Villages, right?
Some kid was ripping him off. 46 in the Villages.
Yeah, 46 years old. This guy from Lady Lake up in the Villages area. He was arrested by the Lake County police. Then I guess he made an appearance at a Lake County court. He pled no contest, 3 counts of misdemeanor theft, ordered to make restitution to Publix, pay court costs, enter a shoplifting program, and he has to stay out of the La Plaza Grand Publix store up in the Villages area. He cannot go into Publix. So what does that leave for him up there? If he needs to go food shopping, what does he go to Winn-Dixie or Aldi or
something?
There's other grocery stores.
Is there a Fresco y Mas near his place?
I
don't know.
Yeah. So this guy was arrested for the 3rd time. And so if he's been arrested 3 times already for stealing subs from Publix, how many times did he not get caught? So the latest one is he went to the deli counter, ordered 3 subs. They hand him the subs, and he just walks right out of the store. $31.77 for 3 subs.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Just walks right out, according to the report from the Lady Lake Police Department. What a schmuck.
Did he order him ahead?
I just said that he placed the order at the deli counter and then walked out with them. So he placed those in person.
Right.
They made the 3 subs, and then they handed him his subs while he was there, and then he walked out with the subs. However, this has been a problem. I know we talked about this over the years where people order online through the app or whatever, then they make the subs. People, I guess, can prepay online, and then people will walk out with the subs when they pay for them. That's just, SOP. I thought that I thought I saw somewhere where, and we might have talked about this, that for prepaid subs at Publix that they put like a sticker on them that already paid. So I don't know. It's not like a Walmart receipt checker standing at the door at Publix, But there has been the problem where people would just pull into Publix, just say, hey, I'm going to go get a sandwich, and just totally rip off somebody's sandwich already made and paid for sitting in that little like rack in the deli department where they've already made the subs.
I'm not that adventurous. I mean, if you like jalapenos and onions on your sub and I get that one, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, the folks that would do like sub roulette and just,
that's what it is.
just walk in and rip off a pre-made sub. You have no idea what the hell's on there.
But I think they're that good that you're going to enjoy it regardless, even if you rip it off. And you might find a new mashup that you like with condiments.
What if they put too much mustard on it? Ugh.
What about a mashup with condoms?
No.
That's a very rubbery sub. Very chewy. So, all right. So anyway, this bone, 46 years old, going through life like that, ripping off Publix subs. What a bozo. All right, 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. I still have additional morons in the news, which we'll get to. And I've got an education story that's unbelievable. This is a total moron story. This is a high school graduation requirement story that just blew me away. I've got a Halloween story. Yeah, don't pull a gun on the kids. All right, hang on. We'll explain coming up. I got a ton of stuff. Oh, I got the banana guy. You hear about the banana guy and the public indecency? Yeah, banana with a banana. We'll explain all coming up next. Hang on. We're back in seconds on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. It is the MJ Morning Show, Q105, MJ crew here. I got Roxanne, Fester Froggy, 702. And yeah, I got a little Halloween kind of recap story. Something I saw incessantly, and I don't think anyone got the word regarding, well, it's an action. It's something that happens, well, every day, not just Halloween, but there was a high concentration of this on Halloween yesterday, and absolutely the law was broken. I mean, smashed. I mean, beat it with a hammer, smash it with a hook. All right? So I'll explain in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. All right. I know that graduation, high school graduation is, months and months away. It's, next, May, June, whenever. But I saw something that it just hit me in a way that I'm like, I got to talk about this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, it has to do with education, and believe it or not, it's not Florida.
Wow.
Good for us.
It's Oregon, and we don't do many Oregon education stories, but this is just, I don't get this. Now in the state of Oregon, to graduate high school, you do not have to test proficiency in math, writing, or reading. What?
Yeah.
What the?
Isn't that everything?
What do you need those skills for in the real world?
Well, wood shop, man. I could twirl a dowel, on the lathe in wood shop, man. Man, I was great. I got an A in wood shop.
That's at least a skill.
Do they still have like shop class in high school? Do they still have that?
I don't know.
Seems like there's a lot of liability involved. Kids could be losing fingers
man,
and stuff.
Percy Williams cut off a finger at Independence Junior High School in Virginia Beach when I was a kid.
Stupid
Hey,
Percy.
listen to this. We had shop class, and there were like 3 different classes. There were 3 different shop teachers, and you would move to a different class during the school year because it was broken up into like 3, trimesters or whatever they called it. And so we'd move to a different class, and we had one class we did like screen printing and all kinds of I can't remember everything in there. But then we had a wood shop class, and I can't remember what that. I can see the dude's face. So it was an older dude with gray hair. He was the wood shop teacher. There was a bandsaw in the wood shop, and the bandsaw had little stick figures that were drawn onto the side of the bandsaw. And the stick figures represented like fingers or serious injuries. So someone took a black Sharpie. I don't know if it was the teacher, but the kids that got injured or cut off a finger like Percy Williams, they drew a little stick figure with a black Sharpie on the side, and there were like 6 stick figures of like serious injuries where like kids lopped off fingers on the bandsaw. We're in 8th grade and we're like, we have like serious shop tools and power tools where kids are chopping off fingers.
I don't know if they have those classes anymore. I took a shop class in middle school.
Right.
I wouldn't want my kids to take one. I don't want to trust them with a bandsaw.
Yeah, I just read we had I'm trying to think. We had 3 different shop teachers. One was Mr. Wyrick. I remember Mr. Wyrick. I think that's where we did the lathe. But that wasn't the wood class. We made like a bowling pin. Seriously. There was a lathe, and we made like a bowling pin on the lathe, like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But then that wasn't wood shop. Then there was a different wood shop, which is more of a classroom, and we had the bandsaw in there. That's where Percy Williams sliced off. He was in the period right before mine, but I knew him because he was in I think it was my earth science class, and Percy sliced off like his pointer finger.
And you saw the aftermath. You came into class right after his, right?
His index finger.
Yeah. Oh my
blood
gosh.
everywhere. It
Ooh.
was a total mess. But anyway. In Oregon, in order to graduate high school, you do not have to pass a reading, writing, or math proficiency test. What?
What do we need those skills in the real world for?
Screw that. Just toss that crap out the window. All right, so let's get a little closer to home here. I got a couple of, sort of Halloween-related stuff. This is like the ramp up, but I just saw the police report. Down in Key West, you've been a bad dude, man. Oh, bad boy, bad boy. So we have a 20-year-old named Kyle Mortimer, And Kyle was wearing a banana outfit. Have you ever seen those banana costumes?
I saw like 10 of them last night.
Yeah. You know what else is big? I saw the hot dog costume. You know the hot dog thing?
I saw a lot of tacos for food-related costumes
Yeah, I
last
saw
night.
a couple of hot dogs. Like a couple of moms were in the hot dog outfits.
Oh, hell.
You know, walking their kids through the neighborhood.
Were they sexy hot dog outfits or just?
No, it's just a hot dog deal.
You know how like moms, women, sometimes we sex up any costume it could possibly be.
Oh, a lady wearing
Hold
a hot
on.
dog, sexy by itself.
Are you admitting that you sexed it up last night?
No, I didn't wear any. I wore orange.
You thirst trapped it last night?
No, I was just a regular mom.
You didn't.
You're a mom from Halloween.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
was a
wear
mom.
lingerie walking through the neighborhood last night? Orange lingerie?
That's a great way to endear
Yeah.
yourself to your neighbors.
There you go. So this dude is wearing a banana outfit. 20-year-old Kyle Mortimer taken into police custody because he was caught urinating on a Key West sidewalk. All right, so he's dressed in a banana costume and, well, the little other banana situation here. And once the cops approached him to try to say, dude, you can't urinate in public, he runs. So he's in a banana outfit and he starts fleeing from the cops, right? So he's on the sidewalk side of a building, and listen, there was a whole row of porta potties. This is along Duval Street in Key West, and there's a whole row of porta potties, according to the police report, across the street. But he chooses not to use one of those. He chooses to do it in public on the sidewalk in front of a building. Anyway, this dude is from Massachusetts. He attends University of Miami. Obviously, imbibed a little too much. Underage, I'm guessing he had a fake ID like every single high school senior and college kid has that's underage.
He is 20 years old, according to the arrest report.
That's what I said. I said he's 20 years old, and he must have had a fake ID because clearly the kid was drinking. From Massachusetts, goes to University of Miami, fled down Duval Street. Officer Michael Chostit identified him, running after him. So they said in the police report, it said that Mortimer was running from police, zigzagging to prevent capture. Then the police report says that a second officer then grabbed him by the peel. He's wearing a banana outfit. But then he tries to resist arrest, and he's twisting and turning and trying to break away. They finally get him because the first officer used a leg sweep to trip him, and he fell over, knocked him to the ground. But even then, he tried to interlace his fingers, holding them tightly together, trying to prevent the handcuffing. So he tried to... This is just a menace. So he was finally busted. They took him into custody, 1:20 in the morning, in front of the Smokin' Tuna Saloon.
Ooh, I'm starving.
Smokin' Tuna Saloon. Anyway, he was taken to the Old City Jail, charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and he was freed on bond. But here's the funny thing. In his mugshot that they took at the Key West Police Department,
Yes.
he's still wearing the banana costume. He's got the banana suit on in his mugshot.
Good for him.
They probably don't let him take it off just to embarrass you.
Oh,
That's one bad banana.
yes, it is. Unbelievable. All right, I have a couple of additional, Halloween-related stories. This actually happened prior to Halloween. You got a New York guy, and he pulled a gun on a 6-year-old who mistakenly dropped off a Halloween goodie bag to the wrong house, wrong porch. Who the hell pulls a gun on a 6-year-old? Nassau County, this is on Long Island. This is Manhasset. And a 6-year-old kid and his sister were with the mother in the quaint hamlet of Manhasset, New York. And this was Saturday. So this is pre-Halloween, and they're dropping off a goodie bag for someone they know, and the kids ran to the wrong porch. I guess mom's in the car and says, hey, run up there and drop it off on the porch. The kids go up to the porch, wrong house, and this dude comes out with a gun. 43-year-old Michael Yifan YAFAN. Opened the door and pointed a gun at the kid's head.
What the hell's this guy thinking?
A 6-year-old kid? What are you doing?
This was did you say it was last night?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Saturday
Okay,
night.
okay,
I
sorry.
said
Over the
it
weekend.
was prior to Halloween. They're dropping off a Halloween, a pre-Halloween goodie bag for someone they know. And the mom says, okay, run up there, take it up to the porch. And the kids ran to the wrong porch. And this guy comes out and holds a gun, points a gun at a 6-year-old's head. What the hell is wrong with people?
Yeah.
That is out of control. We do have some THC-infused candy mix-ups. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. Also, got one of these dumb lists, the top 20 TV theme songs and favorite shows of all time.
Oh, great.
I love that.
Yeah, based did it just come out after Matthew Perry?
Well, interestingly, yeah. So there's a list of like the best TV shows of all times. Then there's like a sub list of the best themes. We'll touch on this in just a minute. So stand by. Got a couple of bad teacher stories coming up in and I'm sorry, I'm calling BS on an engagement ring story. There's an engagement ring story that actually is very fitting for, near Halloween. But come on. I mean, really? This is the dumbest thing I've seen in a long, long time. So we're loaded next. Oh, and also something that I saw a lot of, and it is illegal. What I saw the law being broken left and right last night. And there was a lot of this going on for Halloween. However, this is something that happens every single day, not just Halloween, but there was a big concentration of this last night. I'll explain it all. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. MJ Morning Show, 724, rolling up on 725. Here we go. Hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ starts right now. First up, Fester. And, yeah, this is a bit of a security situation. And it took a broken garage door to figure out that you guys had a little bit of a security lapse, a security potential problem. It was Halloween night.
Yeah.
And this was discovered, this spooky situation. Ooh.
Yeah. It was very nerve-wracking for about 15 minutes.
Very nerve-wracking. 15 minutes, it was just off the charts, nerve-wracking.
Horrific.
It was horrific. Halloween Horror Night at Fester's house.
16th minute, you're like, ooh, I feel great.
All right, so
It got resolved.
what happened?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So my daughter Hadley has a friend, right? Some kid in her school. And the kid in her school invites her to their neighborhood to go trick-or-treating.
Oh, you didn't come to my neighbor. What year did you come to my neighbor? I would have thought you would have come to my neighborhood because
The candy shoot year.
Yeah, the COVID year.
Oh, you came to my house, the COVID candy shoot where I had the big, like 6-inch PVC pipe. And I was behind my gate and I had the pipe on a slant and I was shoving the candy down the pipe so I didn't, get near all the COVID kids that were crawling through my neighborhood.
Yeah, that was 2020.
It was October 2020. We had just been back on the MJ Morning Show for a couple of weeks because we came back during COVID. We relaunched this show on October 5th of 2020. Halloween, of course, was just, a couple of weeks later on the 20th. And, no, I'm kidding. It was on the 31st, obviously. No, but if you missed it, I reposted the video. If you have, this is another reason why you should follow my Instagram. So if you didn't see the COVID candy shoot pipe from 2020, I did a little flashback, and it's on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Also, after Fester tells the story, I posted some flashbacks of the kids, Chloe and Julian. So we'll get to that here in just a second. So Hadley is invited to a different neighborhood.
Yes.
It's a classmate of hers.
Yes.
What is she, in 4th or 5th grade now?
6th grade.
Are you serious?
Yes. Froggy's son Max is in 6th grade.
Oh, my God. 6th grade?
It goes too fast, as they say.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't
Well,
go.
hey, tell me about it. My son just started NYU, and Chloe graduates. Chloe graduates with a triple degree, English, history, and international affairs. She's got a triple flippin' degree, and Chloe graduates early. She graduates not in May. Chloe graduates in December. Chloe's got like a month and a half of college left, and she graduates with a triple degree. And then, we'll see what happens. Take a little time off and then probably law school.
Good for her.
Or maybe try to get recruited by the CIA.
One of the two.
Yeah, some
never
of
know.
some of the things she's talking about. All right, so Fester, you take your daughter Hadley to, how far is this neighborhood away from you?
20 minutes.
What?
20
Wait,
minutes.
but how do you have a classmate that, where do you live that you've got to, your kids go to public school?
Yeah, well, she goes to a charter school, so I think it's like from
okay.
a community.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to
All
live
right.
in like a geographic
Oh,
area.
okay, all right. I was going to say, what classmate is 20 minutes away?
I
What
have
do
my
they live in like Lando Lakes or something?
close. I have my estate in L.A. and
Yeah, you're Hillsboro.
yeah, in the Lutz area.
Yeah.
And they were in Wesley Chapel by the outlet mall. So a quick trip, 20 minutes. Maybe that
quick,
quick.
quick trip is like across like a road and you're 3 minutes away. That's
So
20 minutes away. All right, so
we
go
drop
ahead.
her off like at 5.
Right.
The kids start trick-or-treating by 5:30. And there's a lot of kids in this neighborhood.
So you
Certainly-
weren't hanging out with her.
No.
You just dropped her off.
Last thing I want to do is hang
All right.
out with other kids' parents.
Okay.
Especially kids I don't know. And we picked her up about 8:45. It's kind of late for a school night. I was a little like, this is kind of late. We pick her up. We get her back home. We use the garage door as our primary enter and exit point to the house.
So your ingress and egress points, Froggy, that means in and out.
Oh,
yeah.
He knows.
So
trust me, I know.
your
he uses it in a
primary
different context.
primary ingress and egress points, your garage door.
Yes.
So you're putting a lot of wear and tear on your springs on your garage door. If you're using the garage door for not just the car, you're using it for everything versus using the front door, using a side door.
We keep cars in the garage too.
All right.
Yeah, so we use the garage.
Right.
We use the garage door. Something must have fallen or something, because when we get home, the garage door doesn't open.
Something wedged in the track.
It reacted. It went ka-junk, ka-junk, but it only went up a half an inch.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could hear the garage door motor.
Yeah, you'd have to be like, honey, I shrunk the kids kind of thing to get in that.
Yeah. But you hear it beeping. Beep, 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 beep.
Right.
Allison has an app on her phone for our garage door.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that stuff existed. I don't know this.
You got a smart IQ garage or whatever they call it.
And she says, there's an error code. And I was like, what do you mean there's an error code? She's like, apparently something has hit the sensor. So something had fallen.
Does your wife like it when you talk like this, when you're trying to imitate her? We got a problem. The sensor's broken.
That's exactly how she sounds. She's like, oh my God, the sensor is not.
Oh my God.
So it would go up like a nano, like a quarter of an inch, but it would come back down. You'd hear the garage door opener beeping on the inside of the garage. So I'm thinking, okay, great. No problem. We'll go through the front door. Well, the front door is bolted shut from the inside.
Oh, shut the front door.
Because it was already closed for the night. You know, we have the swing latch. We have a separate deadbolt.
Oh, so you don't have a key from the outside? The deadbolt is only an inside turner? You can't...
So I have a key from the outside.
Yeah?
But for security reasons, I have a separate deadbolt in the inside that you can't access from the outside.
What are you, paranoid?
I have a bazooka pointing to my door at night, too, if anybody gets any bright ideas.
You got a Indiana Jones boulder coming down the cave.
So the house is pretty tight.
Got poisonous blow darts coming at your eyeballs.
The back doors are always, locked when we're not there. The windows are always locked. So I'm thinking, crap, I am locked out of my house.
Yeah, you're going to have to get one of those battering rams that the cops use to smash in the front door when they're executing a search warrant.
So my son Hudson has the great
Sheriff's office, search warrant!
Yeah.
Okay.
My son has a great idea. Let's break a window. He's like, let's break a window, Dad.
Let's smash a window.
And he's like, tapping the glass really hard.
Let's grab the pumpkin from the front porch and throw it through the window.
I'm like, we're not smashing a window. And then the kids are coming up with other bright ideas, like let's ram the door. And I'm getting pissed off.
They want you to run the car through the garage door?
Daddy, just run into the door as fast as you can. I'm like, no, it's not going to work.
All right. You got to get in.
So, then my wife's like, should we call a hotel? Should we call my mother?
Should we call a hotel?
Then she calls our garage door company.
Yep.
At 9:15 at night, and a live person answers.
Who was the company?
Banco.
Yeah, Banco does a great job. Banco just did my springs. One of my garage door springs went, and they just fixed my springs a couple of months ago. I've used Banco for years.
So have we. But the person at Banco says, we have 24-hour emergency service. Would you like for me to send somebody? And my wife's like, I think we might need that. And then I'm talking to Hadley, and she's like, I think the front window of the house is open. And I'm like, it's not physically open. I go, it's not open, Hadley. We're not a big open window family. We have the air conditioning going, And she's like, no, it's unlocked. I'm like, well, no, it isn't. Why the hell would a window just be unlocked? And she's like, oh.
She knows.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I saw a lizard in the front room on the windowsill.
Yeah.
And she opened the front window to let the lizard out.
And never locked the window?
And she closed it, and I guess she got distracted.
So
and she forgot.
your massive multi-week security issue of having a window open that anyone could have crawled in, that turns into the savior to get into the house last night.
Every security precaution we take, the locking garage, the secret deadbolt.
Garage doors jammed, the secret deadbolt, you can't get in.
The camera system, the lasers that shoot across my yard at night, all that stuff. Motion-activated lights. All for naught because my daughter left the front window. The front window.
Right.
The front window
So
of the
is
house.
this like on the porch next to the front door?
There's bushes in front of it,
Right.
so we had to wedge behind the bushes. And I'm like, it's not open. She goes, no, Daddy, I think it is. I'm like, why would it be open?
So who went to the window to push it up?
So I said, hold on.
The window's not open, and then what? You go to the window?
It lifts right up.
Lifts.
No effort at all. Right up.
Is there a picture of you climbing through the window?
I'm too fat to climb through the window.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah, that's why I said that. All right,
there might be security footage of Hadley climbing in through the window and her unlocking the rest of the house.
Man.
And so, but it was, where the kids are there in their costumes.
That's right.
They were all exhausted. It's late at night. Anyway, my daughter irresponsibly saved the day yesterday.
So did you then go into the garage to what jammed your garage door? Have you identified that, or you still need Banco to come out?
I think I still need Banco to come out because I played with the sensors and then, but they have to line up perfectly, like laser perfection. And I'm not that keen, so I'm gonna have them come out.
All you gotta do is move it around until it turns green.
You want to come over and help?
Yeah, Froggy, fix this.
Yeah, why don't you come over? Come over this afternoon.
Yeah, for $500.
What?
I'll invoice you.
Just Zell me.
I'd rather call Banco.
Yeah. I don't know if I want Froggy touching anything in my house.
Okay, all right.
So Hadley knew it was open all the time.
Yeah, that's
the point. That's what I'm trying to reiterate. And it didn't scare her to be in the house sleeping.
No, she forgot she left it open, but then realized, oh, you know what? I think I might have left the window open when I was lizard chasing 2 weeks ago.
Did you ever do something and you completely forget, but then you were reminded
it's jarred.
of it?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
It could have been unlocked for the next year.
All right, speaking of,
I was just going to say, my kid, especially my baby, she is so scared of... She's like, Mom, did you put the alarm on? We go to bed. Did you put the alarm on? And even last night, I was like, baby, you got to start sleeping in your own bed. No, someone's going to take me. Someone's going to crawl in my window and take me.
You're a neurotic scaredy cat, and you passed all that on to your kids.
Genetically. I passed it on through my blood cord in the womb.
No, it's not genetic. Well, maybe it is, but it's like your actions.
It's more environmental.
You're a nervous Nelly. And you pass that on. Kids are products of their environment.
I'm going to post that video on my IG. Roxanne Wilder, at Roxanne Wilder. This is me and Daviana talking about her needing to move to her bedroom. And it's so cute. I actually want her to keep sleeping in my bed, truth be told.
God, get the kids.
So I'm looking for excuses.
So she's 12.
You get kicked in the face.
All right. So anyway, my daughter's irresponsibility saved the day.
Saved the day. All right. Now, speaking of irresponsibility, a couple of additional Halloween things. Let me give you some clues here, and let's see if you guys can buzz in and figure it out. I saw this incessantly in my neighborhood. I would say 1, 2, 3, at least 6 or 8 of these happened. And the law was broken. Trick-or-treating. And this, this is lazy. This is really, is this indicative of the chillins today? This is just lazy. It's like, get off your... do you guys have any idea what I saw and why I even suggested illegality? Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. Yes, Rox?
I think I have the real answer.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Is it golf cart related?
It is.
Man, you hate golf carts, don't you? Wow.
I hate golf.
MJ, do you know the rules for golf carts? If it's street legal, do you know what the rules are?
Well, we brought this up weeks ago. We brought this up, I believe, at the end of September. So here's the deal. And why was the law broken? I saw 6, 7, 8 golf carts in my neighborhood, and my street was jammed. My street was very busy last night. And what we did, a bunch of the neighbors, like 10 neighbors got together, and we all brought out little, tables, and we set up at the end of the driveway. So it's kind of like a block party kind of thing. Instead of having, all the kids run up to all the doors and going through fences and gates and all that stuff. So we set up in the street, made it easy. I saw 6, 7, 8 golf carts driven by kids and no adults in sight. So how lazy is that? What does that say? When the kids are not hoofing it, they're not walking through the neighborhood, and they're driving like a $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 Yamaha golf cart, through the neighborhood. Those things will truck. Those things will book at about 40 miles an hour. So what is illegal?
Okay, so the rule is if it's a street legal golf cart.
No. It's even more fundamental than that.
They don't have a license? They can't be on the road?
Yeah, the deal is the law changed on October 1st.
That's right. Yeah.
New Florida law. So I'm looking at these lazy kids. They're not walking. They are literally driving on golf carts trick-or-treating.
And they're going to get candy, double diabetes.
You know what? I'll tell you right now, the parents of these kids, first of all, some of these young kids that are able to drive the golf carts in the neighborhood, I don't understand the parents that say, oh, hey, yeah, sure, take the golf. I'm seeing these kids driving golf carts across West Shore where cars are going 55, 65 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. It happens every single day. I see it constantly. So a new Florida law took place on October 1st. And in order to drive a golf cart, teens have to have a learner's permit at 15 years old or a driver's license, or in Florida, we say driver license. That's what it says on the actual license. You got to have a learner's permit at 15 or a driver license at 16 in order to legally operate a golf cart on the road. And I'm telling you right now, the kids don't know it. The parents don't know it. Florida law went into effect October 1st. Before the new law went into effect, 14-year-olds were allowed to drive a golf cart on public roads in Florida, which I think was just insane. So I saw a ton of golf carts, kids way under the age of 15 and 16, clearly no learner's permit, no driver license, and they're just tooling around the neighborhood. I saw 10, 11, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds driving these golf carts, and no parents in sight.
Oh, you missed it. You missed it. You could have come out of your house in a suit with a dark wig on and gone as Ron DeSantis for Halloween.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Ron DeSantis.
Come on, festive focus.
Yeah, and you just yell the law at the kids as they drive by. You'd make a good Ron DeSantis for Halloween.
What are you saying?
I think you guys are the same height.
What are you saying? He's being accused of using shoe lifts now. Have you heard that?
I was just going to
Is he
say.
really? I was making that up.
No, he has real big shoe lifts.
No, seriously. Governor DeSantis.
Bootgate.
No, it is. It's Bootgate. There are stories out there. Uh-huh. There's like an investigation that he has special custom boots, which the heels are shorter, but they're jacking up his feet inside the boot.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Al Pacino.
Hey, shoe lifts are a part of life. When you get older, you shrink.
All right, I'm a shorter guy. I have never used a shoe lift.
Ah, come on.
In my
you
life.
borrow mine.
No, I don't. I don't borrow yours, Al.
I'm pretty sure I see them.
No, you don't.
All right, so the headline from New Yorker magazine is Ron DeSantis is almost definitely wearing lifts in his boots.
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
Almost definitely.
You know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
His height varies. You'll hear estimates from 5'7" to 6'2".
That's a pretty big lift.
That's all over the road. All right, couple of other additional things here for Halloween. What is the most mispronounced candy in America? The most mispronounced candy in the country.
I know.
Yes, Froggy.
Reese's.
Yes. That'd be
really?
correct. Yes, yeah,
I
absolutely.
love Reese's.
Because people say it with a lisp?
No.
Reese's.
Because people say Reese's.
Or Reese's.
And then for whatever reason, when you have the Reese's Pieces, people want to say Reese's Pieces.
I do that.
It's not Reese's, it's Reese's. It's like Reese Witherspoon, and just make it possessive. So Reese's Pieces.
Just doesn't sound right with the
Reese's
Pieces.
But it's amazing, and I heard it last night. The reason why I'm bringing this up is I can't tell you how many people, and even adults, hey, any Reese's in there? Because Reese's, I believe, isn't that the most popular in Florida?
It is.
I think there
Reese's
was
peanut butter cups, yes.
So Reese's among the most popular, if not the most popular in the state of Florida. But I heard it 24 times last night. We had a busy street last night. And again, so many people, hey, where are the Reese's? No, I had to correct them. I'm like, listen, you little snot. No, I'm kidding.
You didn't remind him of the golf cart law, but you told him how to pronounce the candy?
I did not go after anyone on the golf cart law, and I did not chastise anybody for mispronouncing Reese's. But think about it. The number of people, and I bet you a ton of our listeners say Reese's. No, it's Reese's. So think Reese Witherspoon, Reese's.
All right, we get it.
No.
Say it slower.
Reese's.
It's unnatural, but the double ss.
It's like juicy juice. I love to drink juicy juice.
You like juicy juice?
I love juicy juice.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we get some juicy juice and we'll drink it on the show tomorrow?
When I worked at Publix, I was in charge of stocking juicy juice.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was Mr. Juicy Juice.
Yeah, look at that. All right, let's talk. I think a couple more Halloween, just aftermath items here. Listen, it happened. This happened at a school event. Cannabis candies were found after kids attended a Halloween event at Alameda School out in San Francisco, out in the Bay Area.
Okay, that's code word for somebody bought weed candy.
Cannabis-infused fruit chews. How do you say that, Froggy? Cannabis-infused fruit chews.
I want some fruit chews.
What if they're juicy?
I want some juicy fruit juice.
Juicy juice fruit chews.
So juicy.
So,
what are you doing? What is that?
I don't know.
So, cannabis-infused fruit chews were found among the candy that was handed out, and kids had it in their possession at an elementary school event organized by the PTA. One child ingested the THC candy, became ill. They had to seek medical attention. I guess the rescue squad was called. 2 families found the weed candies among the sweet treats the kids got at the PTA event. So what the hell happened? I mean, see, this is one of these cases where probably a parent that was part of, supplying the candy. All right, you got 5-6 volunteers to bring the candy for this elementary school event. And I'm guessing that somebody in that family partakes in some marijuana edibles. And what? They kind of look like Now or Laters or Starburst. They were like little square chews. And they got mixed into the candy. And here you got little elementary kids that are just chewing on THC-infused candy. I'm sure there are going to be some aftermath stories because you have those bogus labels that kind of look like Kit Kats and Reese's. You've got these candies that are marijuana, THC infused, and they're trying to make the labels look like the real, very popular candies here in the country. And then finally, so I mentioned to hit my Instagram so you can see the flashback of the COVID pipe. And it's cute. There's like a little 3-4-year-old kid, I think dressed up like a fairy or something. And this is COVID. This is 2020. And I went to like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and I bought like this 10-foot section of like 5 or 6 inch PVC pipe. And maybe it was 4 or 5 inch pipe. So I got orange and black duct tape, and I wrapped the whole white PVC tube, and I made it orange and black for Halloween. And then I put it through my fence on an angle. I had it propped up, and I was able to stay away from the COVID kids. And I was throwing the candy down the pipe, and I had a snake wrapped on the end and spider webs and all kinds of stuff. The kids love this thing.
Is that sitting on a dog crate?
Listen to this. I'm
looking at the video now. I've never noticed that before.
I put a dog crate out there, one of our dog's crates, to prop the pipe up for the end of the pipe. And listen, last night I had like 5 or 6 people say, "Hey, where's the COVID candy pipe?" Remember Channel 8 came out and they interviewed me. Channel 8 came out and they had my COVID pipe on TV back in 2020.
Yeah, like local nutcase. so afraid of children and the pandemic has a 20-foot pipe.
Yes, MJ's not just a nut job on the radio. He's also a nut in real life at home. Now, I had people ask me 3 years later, hey, where's the COVID pipe? I'm like, yeah, that ship's, it's actually still in the garage.
It made sense back then when you said it. I think COVID shoot sounds better because when you say pipe, I just picture someone smoking a pipe full of COVID bacteria, right? When you keep saying COVID pipe, that's what's in my head.
I've got 3 things Halloween related that you ought to see on my Instagram. So my Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow while you're there. So the third item is the COVID shoot from 2020. It's adorable little kid getting like candy down the chute there. The second video I shot yesterday, Michelle decorated our table. So like I said, all the neighbors set up tables in the street so the kids could just trick or treat on the street last night. So Michelle decorated our table. She had some, Halloween things. She found this animated cat deal. And it's a cat that's like motion sensor operated, or you can push a button, and it's this cat with these big green eyes that flash, and the back goes up and down, the head, swivels, and I put the thing on the ground, and the dogs went nuts. I'd hit the unmute thing over there. Listen. So you got to see this video. And Scout is trying to bite the tail and knock it over. And the cat is just looking at her, twirling its head, making noises. And Scout is right in this cat's face, finally grabs the tail at the very end and knocks it over. So anyway, it's pretty funny video. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And then finally here, little flashback. Found Chloe at 3 dressed like Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
So there's an adorable little photo. It's Chloe at 3, and that's the last thing I posted. And then Chloe is dressed up like I got to see which kid, because listen, when they're 1 year, I can't tell. I can't. 1 year, I can't tell Julian from Chloe. So let me read the caption. Halloween flashback. Chloe is Alice in Wonderland at 3 years old in 2004. Chloe's first Halloween as a caterpillar, and Julian's first Halloween as a bunny. So 3 little costume pictures up on my Instagram as well at Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. That's Certified MJ Radio.
Oh, we missed it.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't Halloween.
But it's it's Halloween related.
Yeah.
It's appropriate now more than ever. I mean, this was probably in the spring when we did it.
Oh, that was hysterical.
It's on the Q105 side. We can steal it and put it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I've got it in my archive. Yeah, the Rent-A-Corpse. All right, we'll talk about that later on.
All right.
So I want to move on to the best TV shows of all time. And did this come out?
Is it best TV shows or best theme songs?
Oh no, there are two.
Okay.
There are 2 different things. So best TV. I'm going to do best TV shows. All right. So this just came out, and did this come out like just after Matthew Perry's untimely death?
You know what this was? This came out. This was being put together after Suzanne Summers' death last week.
Oh, you might be right.
You're right.
Matthew Perry is the big publicity push this piece needed.
All right, so best TV shows of all time. Then there's a subcategory. You click here for the best, theme songs of all time. I just want to focus on the best TV shows of all time, and I want to see if you guys agree or disagree. I want to blow through this fast because we got a lot to do here. We're in the middle of an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, folks. Every morning at about 7:23 to 7:25, we launch an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. You don't hear commercials. You don't hear music. It's nonstop certified content here on the MJ Morning Show, and we're in the middle of it. We still have like almost an hour to go with no interruptions. No one does this. We do this. MJ Morning Show. That's why I ask you to tell 3 people a day. Help us grow the show even more. Tell 3 people a day. Just do me a favor. I don't ask much of the audience. We're givers. We give to you every day, folks. I just ask for something simple. If you like the show, just try to convert somebody that you know that maybe listens to a different show. Tell them just to give us a shot. Or, hey, Hey, when the show that you listen to goes to commercials, flip over to the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM on Q105. So tell 3 people a day to listen. All right, back to the best TV shows of all time. So I'll start at number 20, and I'm going to blow through this quickly because there's just a lot of, there's some good stuff in here. Number 20, and who put this list together? This was, according to a survey of 2,000 adults, TV shows from the end of the 20th century are still better than anything on the air today, according to this survey. So, starting at number 20, counting them down. Number 20, Big Brother, which I know that's Fester approved.
Oh my God, it is so good right now. They got Felicia in the house and Suri.
Hold on, Felicia, not Felicia?
No, it's Felicia.
So it's Ba Felicia?
It's Felicia.
Ba Felicia.
They got Felicia and Suri, and then they got Jag and
listen,
Matt.
Don't derail. Listen, this is a 1-minute segment. Don't turn it into 10.
1 minute. I watch every season. And you know what's better? Big Brother Canada. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh my God.
So good.
How about Big Brother Afghanistan?
That's really, really good. Except the house.
Anybody get beheaded?
That's how you're evicted from the house.
All right. So number 20 is Big Brother. This is the 20 best TV shows according to a survey of 2,000 American adults. Number 20, Big Brother. Number 19, Community. I never saw that. Number 18.
I heard good things about Community, but I never saw it either.
Wasn't Chevy Chase on that? Community
for like a couple of seasons, and I heard he was a real jerk.
All right, number 19, Bob's Burgers. I've never seen. I might have seen like 5 minutes of Bob's Burgers.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's animated.
You never heard of Bob's Burgers?
No.
It's part of Animation Domination on Fox.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Number 17, Grey's Anatomy. Number 16, Bum Bum.
CSI.
What?
Bum bum CSI.
What are you talking about? That's not Bum Bum. That's not CSI.
What is it?
CSI is.
Oh, that's right.
That's Miami. Is that one? Come on. Law and Order is Dung Dung. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. That's Law and Order. Can I be any more clear? Dung Dung.
I don't watch that show.
How do you not know his dungs?
Dung Dung.
Dung dung.
All right,
I don't want to know all
Number
those dungs.
16 is Law and Order. Number 15 is American Dad. Number 14, Sex and the City.
This list sucks,
Yeah,
by
it
the
really
way.
does.
Number 13, Sopranos. I think that ought to be
What?
higher.
Yeah.
Sopranos ought to be top 5, certainly top 10. Number 12 is Family Guy. Number 11, Twin Peaks.
What?
Which, Twin Peaks was great.
Twin Peaks was great for a while, and then it was a downer at the end.
I need to go back. That's one of the shows that Michelle and I have talked about going back and watch Twin Peaks from the beginning. Number 10, The Wire. We did that. The Wire is unbelievable. What are you laughing at?
The Wire.
The Wire is incredible. The Wire on HBO.
Do you remember when you watched The Wire? You were like 2 seasons late to The Wire.
No, we
you asked me
dude,
one Christmas.
No, hold on. We just watched the entire Wire in the last 2.5 years.
You didn't watch it a couple of years ago?
We did watch it a couple of years ago, but The
just
Wire
said
was
that.
Right, what I'm saying.
Dude,
no,
what are
like,
you saying?
listen,
Dude, you know what?
We just watched a couple years ago. We just watched a couple years ago.
Like about 15 years ago.
You need to get an MRI.
Listen, shut up. When the Wire came out 15 years ago, MJ calls me. He's on Christmas vacation, and he's like, "Hey, buy me season 1 and 2 of The Wire, and can you mail it to me?"
Oh, that's right.
Right? And
I
I'm
was
like,
I was out in Colorado.
but do you remember what I did to the packaging? I made it the most profane packaging from the dirtiest
that's right.
name.
You FedExed me The Wire.
You always do that.
Yeah.
We were out in Vail and we couldn't find it.
Right.
And this was prior to Amazon and all that stuff.
And he's like,
Right?
Fester, you just pick me up season 1 and 2 and just
And then
FedEx it to me out here.
Fester FedExed me The Wire season 1 and 2 because we were out in Colorado for 2 weeks, and there was a DVD player in there. So you dressed up the package?
I put all kinds of graphic pictures on it, and I put Pete's House of Pornos on it, and whoever received it had to bring it to you.
Yes, I remember. All right, so The Wire number 10 is incredible. Folks, if you want good TV and you never saw The Wire, and you've got HBO Max or Max, whatever they call it, you got to check out The Wire's fantastic. Number 9, The Simpsons. Oh, I think I've got some of the theme songs for the top 10 here. So number 9 is... Yeah, I don't have a theme song for The Wire. Sorry.
Yeah.
But number 9 is. That's enough of that. Number 8 is Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I don't have the theme song.
That's a dork show.
Yeah,
You know, I used to be really good friends with the star of that show, Trisha Helfer.
Who the hell's that? I never
Yeah,
heard. Trisha Helfer?
Yeah, she's like the star
Who
of
the
it.
helfer is that?
I've never heard. I've never heard of her. Clearly,
She was a star.
Clearly, she didn't do much after Battlestar Galactica.
You might know me from Battlestar Galactica, and that's it.
Number 7 best TV show of all time, according to 2000 surveyed American adults.
Shut up.
I was never a MASH fan.
I remember Fox 13 used to play MASH after the news, and that's how I knew it was time to go to bed. Shut it right off.
Number 6 best. Yeah, Office is strong. And it's always running, I guess, on Comedy Central.
How about the original Office? Is that on the list?
Yeah, in the UK.
Yeah,
What inspired them?
Nope. This is the U.S. Office number 5. Number 6. Coming in at number 5. Best TV show of all time.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs.
Yeah, Frasier.
Make sure you put tossed salad in the...
How do we work
Music.
tossed salad into a
I
theme?
want tossed salad in my theme. I'm
More
Frasier.
tossed salad.
Okay.
So Frasier's back, by the way.
Yeah,
What is this? His 17th TV show?
Yeah.
but
It's unbelievable.
It's streaming, though, right?
Yeah, it's on one of the services.
I heard it's terrible.
Of course it is.
I heard the Frasier. See, I was never a Frasier watcher.
What? You don't like Frasier?
No, I do not like Frasier.
No.
I am not a Frasier fan. I did not watch it when it was on TV.
See,
I never did.
I liked him on Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I just like tossed salads
Coming in,
for lunch. Still, they're fantastic.
coming in at number 4. I'll give you a little hint here. You ready? And
Ooh.
Yeah, see, and that's
that-
where Fester's thought process is correct. I bet they came up with the list because of the passing of Suzanne Summers.
So hold on, you got it from that?
Yeah,
Everybody got
just
it.
a little,
yeah. That's a very distinct.
just a little. You guys were able to.
What's the age break on that? People over the age of what and under the age? Because there's a large audience right now who have no idea what this is.
Yeah, here's the actual song. This is coming in at number 4 best TV show of all time.
Come and knock on our door.
Yeah, that's Three's Company,
Wait,
obviously.
What number are we on? I'm just trying to imagine.
Number 4.
That was 4.
Yeah,
Okay, so
number 4.
3 more. Okay, my show better be on this list. This is a dumb list because it's really hard to do comedy and drama on the same
This
list.
list sucks.
Guess
Yeah.
what?
I love it.
Number 3 best TV show of all time is.
Okay, Game of Thrones.
Oh, look at Roxanne. Look at you.
Gosh.
I
Number
was thinking that would make it. It would have to.
Is this your favorite?
No.
All right. So number 3 best TV show of all time, according to 2,000 American adults surveyed, Game of Thrones, and now we're up to number 2.
Man, Chips didn't make the list?
We don't know. 2
I'll
more
be
spots.
pissed.
2 more spots. Does everybody have something in their head? I know what number 1's going to be. I already know. But my show that I'm thinking of in my head needs to be number 2
How do you know what number 1 is?
because it's easy.
It's the Jackie Gleason show, right?
Number 2 is.
Okay, I thought that was going to be number 1.
Well, what's this?
This is. I've never heard this before. What the hell is this? I never
I'm
heard
surprised
that.
it's not number 1.
No,
Is
that's
this some high school
that's-
band? What is this?
All right, so listen, there's only one left. So
Yeah, so if it's not the show that I love,
well,
then
what
this list sucks. If
what-
it's the show that I love, it's the
what
best list
show
ever.
do you love?
Oh my gosh, I know what you're going to say.
What show do you love?
Okay, wait, say it at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breaking
I
Bad.
forgot.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking
Breaking
Bad
Bad.
is not on the list.
What?
Breaking
what a
Bad-
stupid list.
Breaking Bad is not in the top 20 according to this.
That's the gold standard of television.
But MASH is?
What do you think number 1 is?
Is it very timely?
You know how many people watched the final episode of MASH?
Oh, Jesus.
Because I'm just asking. I don't know.
More people than lived in the United States at the time.
I think so.
The entire population of China watched MASH.
Number
Nobody
one,
in Korea, though.
Yes, Fester. Number one is very, very timely.
It's got to be Stupid Friends.
Or something.
So,
yeah.
How's the Magic Hour not on that
So
list?
you could make a case, although it wouldn't be a good one for Friends, but you can't make a case for Three's Company being number 4.
Where the hell's Sheriff Lobo?
Where is he?
And BJ and the Bear.
Yeah,
Right? Phil's
dude.
good show.
When I was a little kid. What the hell? And then again, where the hell is...
That's an outrage.
Yeah, Chips. Why is Chips not on the list?
The most entertaining show ever.
You know, my wife is cursing you, Froggy.
You know, I came across the episode where he was blinded by the mirror in the car
Oh,
crashes the
yeah.
other day.
Wait, we talked about that years ago.
Yeah, that's I just came across it.
What season is that?
I forget what season I'm on.
waiting. I'm waiting for that. That is like one of the only Chips episodes where I totally remembered the plot.
I think it's season like 4.
And there was a car wreck, and it turned out that it was a mirror truck that had mirrors on the side of the truck, and it was up in the hill, and the sun hit the mirror and blinded the drivers and just caused the, and they recreated
They
it.
figured it out.
Yeah, they figured it out. It was the mirror truck that blinded the drivers. So there you go. Yeah, the list kind of, there's a lot of missing stuff on here because Breaking Bad clearly is one of the best television shows of all time.
It's amazing. I mean, like, think about, I love Friends. I love the show Friends. I've always enjoyed it. But Breaking Bad makes you, like, it sticks in your bones for
bored
weeks
me.
after you watch it.
Made
You
me
gotta
wanna-
you gotta get through like the first half of the first season, and then it's amazing.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
Listen, whenever I see a tented house,
Yeah.
I think of the meth house. Man, that's brilliant. I mean, come on,
brilliant.
a termite tented house out in New Mexico and a fumigated house. Do they have termites in New Mexico, or was that just some other fumigation? And they're using Walter and Jesse are using the house as a meth lab.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
What was the name of the bug company? Do you remember?
I can't think of it, but I just know
Bugs Be Gone or Bug whatever it was.
Yeah.
All right, by the way, Andrew has looked up what episode of Chips was the blinding mirror episode. Andrew, what was it?
Season 2, episode 15.
Thank you.
Oh, season 2. Okay.
And by the way, Chips, Froggy, my wife is cursing you.
Good. I hope she loves it because it's a great show.
She's like, son of, what did Froggy have to tell you that Chips is on Freevee? He's got to wait for the commercials, like 3 or 4 times.
I hate that part.
But every, well, they got to pay for it somehow. Every single Chips episode is on Freevee, which is Amazon's free streaming service, and you just got to sit through some of the commercials. But there's a lot of good stuff on there, including Chips. Did I mention my wife is cursing you?
That's fine. That's fine. You should check out Dukes of Hazzard next. It's really
No,
good.
I was never a Dukes of Hazzard fan.
Oh, you should give me
Yeah, I
some
never really liked
chance.
How about Knight Rider? Vomino's Pest was the name of the company that.
Vomino's
That's
Pest.
right.
Yeah, there you go. All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. This is ridiculous. So, I guess sort of a Halloween aftermath theme. I saw a story. Is your engagement ring haunted? What?
How's that possible?
I don't know. How is that even? Is your engagement ring haunted? If you were proposed to with a secondhand ring or a family heirloom, there's a chance it could be haunted? Come on, the ring is not haunted. Who believes this stuff? Roxanne, you're into the... do you believe that a ring, like a diamond passed out, like great-grandmother Estelle's diamond that got passed down, do you believe that an engagement ring, a diamond, can be haunted?
No, I don't. It's an inanimate object. But I do think like people probably attach a story to things. Like if, this was the ring that so-and-so wore when she fell off a cliff and now her granddaughter got it. Oh, no, I guess you wouldn't be able to retrieve the diamond if she fell off a cliff, right?
There are people that believe that engagement rings passed down within a family from generation to generation can hold energy from the previous owner. Who believes it? I don't believe this. The energy might not be compatible with yours. The energy in the ring itself might be jinxed. Every person has their own vibration, their own energy. Every person's vibration frequency is totally unique to them, according to celebrity psychic Inbal Honigman. Has anyone ever heard of celebrity psychic Inbal Honigman?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't. This is why even in a dark alley, we can tell if there's someone behind us, and we can sometimes recognize people if we don't see them. We sense their energy. And that's what happens while wearing the ring. The energy can stay in the ring, too. If you happen to receive and wear a special ring that someone used to wear during their divorce or bereavement, for example, then the energy of that misfortune may influence you to get out of here. What, if it's a divorce diamond, that you're going to get the divorced energy passed to you?
Here's your answer to that question.
Yeah.
If you have a beautiful diamond and you take it somewhere to trade it in, they are not looking when they're doing the what is it, the 5 C's? They're not analyzing it for, and did you wear this during happy times? What was your divorce like?
They don't care.
They don't care.
They're just diamond peddlers. Yeah. It's the diamond itself that's cursed.
And I love the door knock or the knock. You really make a point.
Did you say the 5 C's of
Did
diamonds?
I say 5? What is it? Is it 4?
It's cut,
2.5.
cut,
No,
clarity.
it's the 4 C's.
4 C's. Okay. Well, I
It's
wanted to
cut, color, clarity.
I thought it was a 7 C's.
And no, it's cut, clarity,
color,
and carat.
Carat.
And carat. Those are the 4 C's.
The 5th C is cost, by the way.
So, no, it's the 4 C's. It's known as the 4 C's.
Yes.
For diamonds. We kind of brought this up. I want to go to phones on something. We kind of brought this up on the show. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. About people that grieve for celebrities. And this was precipitated by the death of Matthew Perry. And remember, I was kind of apprehensive to turn a segment of the program over to Hal Herman for Hal Herman headlines, because I knew there was going to be a Matthew Perry headline. And actually, for Hal Herman, it was somewhat tasteful. But I was very concerned. Remember, we asked the audience to vote, should I allow Hal Herman to do headlines in the aftermath of Matthew Perry's death? And listen, it went better than I expected.
Dude, it wasn't very tasteful for all the Tyler Perry fans out there.
Right.
They're pissed.
So this kind of came up. I think it was later in the show yesterday, and I said, maybe we ought to go to phones on this. And I think now's a good time to do it. It's 8:12. 8:12 here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Tell 3 people a day that you listen to the MJ Morning Show. Also, if you love what you hear, make sure you're listening in the 9 o'clock hour, because our 9 o'clock hour every day is solid. Figure out a way. Whether you listen on 104.7 FM or listen on your cell phone, we're on all the major apps, all the streaming apps. Just search Q105 Tampa Bay. Our show is podcast by 11. Every single moment of this show is on the podcast, and it's on every major podcast platform. You just search MJ Morning Show on Q105. Anyway, so I want to grab some calls on this, and it's about grieving celebrity deaths. And the question was about when a celebrity dies, a lot of people have a real personal attachment. You don't know the person, you've never met the celebrity, but for whatever it is, your attachment through being a fan, or liking a TV show or a historical event, whatever, people do grieve celebrity deaths. So and of course with Matthew Perry dying, I mean, that touched a lot of people. Now, I was never a Friends fan. Michelle was never really a Friends fan. We caught like the last 30 seconds of Friends before Seinfeld came on, back during Must See TV Thursday on NBC. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you. All right. So the question, yes. Fester, you're giving me the look.
Oh, I was just thinking about the celebrities here.
Yeah.
And Matthew Perry's, I have a friend who still grieves for Prince.
I do as well.
But
what?
Yeah.
That affected me. I mean,
too.
Prince's death.
I slept great that night.
You know what? What is wrong with you?
So did Prince.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Life is.
I think musicians are different than celebrities that are in a sitcom that you watch for a couple of years and you just like.
Tell you what I want to do.
I wasn't broken up when Archie Bunker kicked the bucket, and I loved him.
I want to go to phones. I want to take calls here. Let's talk about a celebrity, whether it's a TV, movie star, famous scientist. Oppenheimer did that. Whether, a musician. I would like to take calls right now on people that do grieve. And maybe were you hit hard by a celebrity death? Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Let's grab some calls here. Or conversely, if you don't care, that you might be a fan, but they died. It really didn't affect you. So listen, I'll take both ends here. I'm going to guess that the bulk of the calls are going to be listeners that, yes, were affected and did grieve a celebrity death. Who did you grieve for, or what hit you the hardest when they died? Musician, actor, whatever. 800, elder statesman, 800. I know when Jimmy Carter, man, he's hanging on, man. Is that amazing?
Well, he knows how many people he'll let down when he passes.
All right. So
we don't need people calling in saying they don't care.
No, well,
I don't care.
All right,
Okay, we don't need that
all right,
call.
let's focus on if you were seriously affected by a celebrity passing. Tell us about your grieving. And who was it? 800. Look, every line. I gave out the phone number once. Every line is ringing here. If you're on hold or if it's ringing right now, just let it ring and Andrew will get to your calls. He's screening lines right now. 800-990-1047. And if you're getting a busy signal, just wait. I'll go through the calls here and try to get in again. 800-990-1047.
I have different levels of grieving. Okay, Betty White. I'm sorry to say I didn't grieve at all. She was like lived a great life.
Were you happy she passed?
No.
Oh my God, Roxanne was happy that Betty White. What is wrong with you?
No, she lived a great life. I was like happy for her.
Right.
Okay, Olivia Newton-John and Kelly Preston really hit me hard. Both of them. I grew up with Olivia Newton-John, watched Grease 1,000 times. Those hit me hard. Are you
still in mourning over it, though?
No, but every time I think about Kelly Preston, it makes me profoundly sad. The other, like Matthew Perry, I felt that too because certain artists, certain actors, you kind of look at Hollywood eating them up. And while it's a very narcissistic business, it's also like you're very generous with your art and your work. And so I felt something for him too, a tortured soul. But the one who I didn't leave my room for a good period of time.
What is it? You withdrew?
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse?
You sat in the corner? You wallowed?
This is like where, I used to be a sports reporter. So this is where my love of sports began.
My God. Who was it that passed and greatly affected Roxanne?
Big time. I might tear up telling you.
Roberto Clemente. That was tragic.
Gilbert Gottfried.
He just died recently.
Who was it?
Leroy Selman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I couldn't even even talking about it now. It's like
I'm doing all this crazy build-up comedy here, and you gotta hit me with like a real.
Yeah, no, I mean that
Someone we know.
he was a celebrity, and he was just like to hear everybody at his funeral talk about him and like what a gentle giant, sweet person.
All right,
I felt like that when Liberace died.
Yeah. Leroy Selman was in our studio many times.
Oh,
over
so
the
you
years.
knew him? Okay, right. So you felt it too, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right, yes, Andrew.
Does it make a difference when it's somebody who was later in years versus somebody who died at 54?
Or like the 27 Club, like Amy Winehouse.
Someone in their prime.
Kurt Cobain. And,
that affected me when Kurt died, man.
Okay, yeah. I don't think it's fair to compare how you feel about people of notoriety who you might know or have met.
You know who was busted up? The little kid with the wiener on the front cover of the album.
Yeah, it would be too if I was working with that.
He still isn't over it.
Yeah, did they try to sue for child pornography or something? Go after your parents. Your parents approved that photo on the cover of the Nirvana CD. All right, let me go to phones here. Angela's up first. Angela on the MJ Morning Show. Angela, welcome. What celebrity or what famous person passing? What made you grieve?
Well, first I want to say I have loved you since the beginning of time, and I'm so finally glad to finally speak to you.
Oh, my, that is so sweet. Angela has loved the MJ Morning Show. Hold on, you love me, MJ, or you just love the whole show?
addicted to your voice. Every morning I had to hear you.
Oh, that's
A horrible
great.
addiction.
Oh, that's creepy.
No, it's not creepy. This is ego boosting me.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need.
Yeah, so ego boosting at Angela in Tampa's addicted to your voice.
Angela, thank you, Angela. All right,
We
so
love you, Angela.
Angela, how long have you been listening to the MJ Morning Show?
Since the BJ days.
Oh wow! So MJ, so you've been listening MJ and BJ, then MJ. So 1994 to 2012, when we came to the end on FLZ, and then how quickly did you find out we were back in 2020 on Q105?
It was just probably a month ago.
What? Wait a minute! We've been on the air for 3 years, and you found out just a month ago we were back?
I'm sad about it, but I'm telling everybody. All
right, so Angela, listen, this is important market research. How was it? And you live, let's see, you're in Tampa. How did you not know that we were back on Q105? And then how did you finally figure it out?
Well, I generally stick to certain stations, and I finally got tired of the same old crap. I like talk radio, and they just want to keep playing music. And I was like, let me search around, and then bam, I heard your voice, and I was like, there he is.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable. So you missed out on almost 3 years of this amazing content, but at least, hey, you found us.
You missed a lot.
I hope we get another 3 years.
Oh, well, I don't know. In fact, I'm planning my, it's contract time because I'm up, and I'm going to start probably saying goodbye to the audience, because if the contract doesn't work out, a lot of times, they don't let you say goodbye. So I'm going to start saying goodbye like preemptively.
We'll start with Angela.
Yeah.
Angela, in case this is it, goodbye. But thanks for calling.
Yeah. Angela, listen, thank you for listening for the last month after finding us. All right, so Angela, thank you again. What celebrity did you grieve over?
Yes, Betty White.
Oh.
See, so I could have either cheered you up or you would have hated me, because I would have been like, oh, well, she lived a good life.
So, Angela, how long were you affected by the passing of Betty White? And remember, People Magazine jinxed her. She died at 99. Remember, People Magazine, they put out the 100-year celebration cover for Betty White, and she died just before she hit 100.
Yeah, I still, to this day, think about it. It makes me sad, but my great-grandma was also 99 when she passed away.
So a little bit of a connection there. Angela, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank for finding us again.
Oh, thank you. Love you.
Little known fact.
Bye-bye. Love you too, Angela.
Angela's great-grandmother was B. Arthur. So very
or Estelle Getty. All right, but listen, hey, Ron, hey, Rick. I mean, again, the point is there are people that still don't know we're back. I need more billboards. I need TV spots. Let's go to Adam in Tampa. Adam, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Which celebrity had you grieving?
I had two, actually. Longtime Friends fan, saw the finale, so Matthew Perry was unexpected-ish.
Yep.
On that one. But before that, Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the greatest guitar players of all time, and Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the top 5, in my opinion.
Now, let me ask you a question. So, Matthew Perry is still fresh. Are you still grieving, or are you over it?
Still a little grieving, mainly because I could identify with not only Matthew Perry as a person, his background and stuff, but also as the character. So, I'm kind of double dipping, but
yep.
It's still obviously pretty fresh, and there's a little grieving going. I'm sad. I'll put it that way.
Gotcha. Adam, thanks for the call. Opens up a line, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Question is, which celebrity or celebrities have you grieved for when they passed? Jeff is in Tampa. Jeff, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Go well. What is your grieving celebrity?
Mine I didn't grieve it. It definitely hit us pretty good. It was Chris Farley, man. That was just,
oh man. Yeah. Chris Farley. You're going to live in a van down by the river. Yep. Chris Farley.
We Yeah, we still listen to his stuff now, all his little bits on YouTube and stuff. He was something else.
Yep.
Yeah, and David Vector was pretty much, yeah.
All right, thank you. And, you miss him as Matt Foley falling through the coffee table, right?
Awesome.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Jeff. Let's grab Amy in St. Pete. Amy, MJ Morning Show, celebrity deaths. Who made you grieve?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
Somebody that really, I still can't watch the movie, still haven't seen the series, was Selena. That really messed me up.
Oh, yeah, when didn't a crazed fan shot Selena in Texas?
Like the president of her fan club or something.
It was the president of her fan club, yes, sir.
You should watch the movie. It's fantastic.
I did, and I didn't know. I was young when the movie came out. I was an aspiring singer. I thought that I was going to make it one day, and I had no idea that I thought she was still alive. Like, nobody warned me. Nobody prepped me. I'm 10 years old watching the movie, and I wept. I still can't watch the movie. I still can't listen to it, watch the new series on Netflix. It messed me up.
Amy, thanks for the call. Hopefully, do you need to seek counseling? Do we need to?
I'm cool, MJ.
What's your favorite Selena song?
A sing-a-song?
What's your favorite Selena song?
Oh, Bidi Bidi Bum Bum, Como la Flor.
Me
all the
too.
classics.
My favorite is My Heart Will Go On. What? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Celine. That's Celine Dion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wrong singer.
I know. Amy, thanks for the call. Man, lines are jammed on this. That opens a line.
The text lines are jammed too.
800-990-1047. Just asking the question with the death of Matthew Perry. What celebrity hit you hard when they passed? Who did you grieve for? Back to phones. Lori's in Brandon. Lori, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, Lori. Who did you grieve for?
Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
Oh, with the stingray. And you know what?
He did that to himself.
Well, listen, stingrays are so docile. When I scuba dive, I can't tell you, how many stingrays I've been near. In fact, if you go back and go to my Instagram, and I encourage people to follow my Instagram because you never know what's going to pop up. If you hit my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and you scroll back to just June, you'll see some of my underwater video from Little Cayman. And I've got a couple of great stingray shots. I'm right next to these things. Stingrays are just beautiful, creatures. So
they think you're attacking them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you. I appreciate the call. Have a good one. Lori, let's grab Lisa in Hudson. Lisa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Okay. I started out with two, but the first one that messed me up was Elvis. My mother had tickets to one of his shows, and he died just before the show, so she got her money back. But I was devastated for that. I cried for 2 or 3 weeks. And then it was...
Lisa, how old were you when Elvis died and you were crying for 2 or 3 weeks?
Oh, my God. I was little. I think I was 7.
Really? Because Elvis died in what, 77?
Yeah.
No, was it 77?
Yeah. Oh, look it up.
Okay.
When?
Yeah, then I was 8. I was 8.
Yeah, look it up. When I think Elvis died in 1977. I think it was August of 77, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah, he did. Yep.
Can you look that up, Roxanne?
What was the question? Well, I'm tending to the gazillions of texters.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, can you look? When did Elvis die? When did Elvis Presley die?
Elvis died August 16th of 1977.
Look at that, man.
Yep. Yep.
And when was his birthday? It was in January.
I ought to be on some celebrity death show or something.
Yeah, it'd be a real popular show.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day. Was there another one?
Yeah, there was two. The Kurt Cobain and then Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
Yeah, me too.
Don't know who that is.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Peter Steele, Typo Negative.
Did they not have Typo Negative blood? And they didn't have enough for the transfusion? What happened?
It's a band.
It's amazing how you made your list in order of their fame.
All they had was the AB. That's the only...
All right.
Was that universal? I don't know. Anyway, hey, Lisa, thanks for the call. All right, hey, Andrew, every line is jammed. I'm going to go through what's on hold. Joel, Jesus, Suzanne, George, Tony. I'm going to finish up those, and then we're going to move on. And then Roxanne, I'm sure, has a bunch on the text line because she's not paying attention to the show.
No.
I know.
I'm doing my own little show over here.
Joel in St. Pete. Hey, Joel.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Who affected you?
Bruce Lee.
Oh,
now, he died in 1973, but when I was 8 years old, my dad took me to a double feature. Remember when they were showing those in movie theaters back in the late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, that's and in later years you had Quentin Tarantino. He did kind of a spoof on. Remember the double feature that he did?
Oh yeah, that's his only bad work.
Those it was terrible. Those were terrible. Those were awful. Hey Joel, thanks for the call. Jesus is next. Jesus, what celebrity past that affected you?
Give me just a second. U.S. citizen.
No problem. Take your time. What?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, MJ.
Hold on. Wait. Did you just say U.S. citizen?
I got to pass through immigration checkpoint.
Wait, are you at which border are you at?
Eagle Pass, Texas.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, are you going into Mexico or coming back from Mexico?
Well, it's the checkpoint is 50 miles from the Rio Grande River.
Oh.
So I'm on my way north going up, so I have to pass through here.
All right. So
so we caught you just at the checkpoint. It's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting deported, so.
All right. All right. Hey, sis, which celebrity affected you?
Mine was Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. What was the guy's name?
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger?
Hey, after being a kid, I finally got to meet him. He was a cool dude. And a week later, he passed away.
Of what? And how old was he?
He was like 48, 49. And, he unalived himself.
He unalived himself.
Right, when did you meet him, Jesus?
I met him last year.
Yep. Jason David Frank dies at 49. The Green Power Ranger died November of last year.
Holy crap, man. That's morbid. All right, Jesus, thanks a lot. U.S. citizen. Let me grab three more. Suzanne in Land O'Lakes. Hey, Suzanne, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
First time caller. I actually have two. Lisa Marie Presley was extremely sad.
Yep.
She passed right after her dad's birthday. But the one that's probably been with me the longest is Suzanne Summers, who just recently passed.
Yep.
My name is Sour, so I always used to say her M is my W. But literally for over 30 years, I have either been introduced as Suzanne Summers or getting calls from my customers into the receptionist center, and they would go, "Can I speak to Suzanne Summers?" And they would go, "Hold on, please." So it was a name. It was a name parallel. So virtually, multiple times on a weekly basis for over 30 years.
Wow.
She's been in my life. So that's really.
Did you have a thigh master?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I'm sure. Thank you, Suzanne. Have a great.
I felt like that when Mr. Furley died.
Oh, look at this second to last call. Let me grab Tony. This goes hand in hand. This is like tongue and groove. Tony in Bradenton, which celebrity passing affected you?
Well, MJ, good morning. Good morning, crew.
Morning.
Thanks for the show. It's funny that last caller said Suzanne Summers because the one that really affected me was John Ritter.
John Ritter, look at this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, here's something I want to point out to you guys.
Hey, can you pick up the regular phone? You're on a kind of a echoey speakerphone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. One of the things I noticed on here was John Ritter was born September 17th, and he died September 11th. Ironically, Suzanne Summers died one day before her birthday. So my question is, does Joyce DeWitt need to be careful come around April when her birthday comes around?
Oh my God, that is weird.
I connection.
You're a creep, sir, but
yeah.
you might be right.
Thanks for making everything awkward, Tony.
No, Tony's pointing out. I like weird little.
Yeah.
Just like with all the Superman characters, remember? Anyone who played Superman had issues.
Oh yeah, all the Supermans. Christopher Reeve, George Reeves back in the day. Thank you, Tony. All right, last call on this. George and I got to move on.
I want to give 3 of mine, too.
Okay, that's fine, but this can go on forever. Every line is ringing. Roxanne is buried in text. She's not even listening to the show. All right, let me
Don't
grab.
say buried during the segment.
Oh, that's true. George, good point. George in Tampa. All right, final phone call. Go ahead, George. Which celebrity did you grieve for?
Hey, MJ. The celebrity I grieved for, he was more in the sports thing, was Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
That was a tough one.
I've met him, got his autograph back many years ago.
Hey, George, what do you drive?
What do I drive? I drive a Chevrolet.
You drive a pickup?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a number 3 on the back window?
No, I used to on my other one, but
all right.
No, not on this
So the
one.
grieving is over, is what you're saying.
You got a tattoo.
Well,
you 86-3.
I don't watch NASCAR anymore. So
Because of Dale.
Because of Dale?
Well, only because all the good drivers are gone now. They've retired or passed away. So
All right, George, thanks for the call. All right, Froggy, you were affected by 3 celebrity passings.
Yes, number 1.
Yeah, why do I think this is going to be a mockery and a joke?
No. James Gandolfini.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Listen, Froggy's being serious.
I can't believe nobody said him.
That affected me. The James Gandolfini death, that did bother me. Yes, I agree.
Even bigger deal than James Gandolfini.
Here comes the joke.
Screech, when he died.
that was tough for you?
You know what? One might think that's a joke, but it's not.
No.
Because Froggy's one of the biggest Saved by the Bell fans ever.
And I think I know your number 1, unless it's already been said.
Avril Lavigne.
Yep, that's what I was going to guess.
No, guys, seriously, did you know she's dead?
She is not dead.
And Fester, look it up. She died in 2002.
Avril Lavigne.
Dude, she died, and they got a woman to replace her.
They did not.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Dude, look it up.
You are
Avril
making
Lavigne.
this. Avril Lavigne is alive and well.
No, she's dead, dude. She died in 2002.
There's not a body double for Avril Lavigne. She didn't die in 2002.
Why fans think Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a clone named Melissa?
I told you.
I told you. No, this is a story about the dumb conspiracy, which you're
It's not a dumb conspiracy. She's dead.
No, she's not.
Yes.
Avril Lavigne is alive.
It was so sad.
But
too.
Melissa Sutter or something replaced her.
What was her big song?
Skater Boy?
Oh, yeah.
She had a couple of other ones.
Yeah.
That's when she died right after that came
No,
out.
she didn't. She's alive.
Okay, people, look up the Avril Lavigne death conspiracy.
No, it's a conspiracy.
Or truth.
All right, can I move on now, or are there any standouts?
I love ending on Froggy's humor, but I do have to say this list is so great that the texters are sending Pat Tillman, JFK Jr., Princess Diana, Bruce Lee, Kobe Bryant, Paul Walker, and the one that I've gotten about 20 texts on, Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And he was not brought up. Fester's covering his
You know
face
what?
right now.
I've not cared about any of these deaths.
Well, I'm opposite. I'm glad we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
It's nice to remember people.
Andrew just said he had a Robin Williams call. Why didn't you put it on hold?
Because you told me not to give you any more.
Yeah, you said taking 3 more.
Yeah, because the phones wouldn't stop ringing.
That's a good reason.
All right, so Robin Williams.
He was a big, yeah.
You know what? Hey, Michelle.
What does affected mean? I mean, he died. Oh, that sucks.
Let me call
Anthony
Michelle
Bourdain,
quickly.
MJ.
I want to see if Michelle picks up number 1. I want to see if Michelle knows where we were when we heard that Robin Williams died.
Wait, when you say affected you, it wasn't like days, weeks, or months of being down. It was like, oh, that sucks. Oh, too bad. Poor family. Oh, okay. What's for dinner?
I remember where I was when Robin Williams died.
Oh.
Where?
I was hosting a TV show around the corner here, and my producer told me I couldn't talk about his death because our show was too happy for that. And I was like, no, it just happened. And I went against his wishes and I talked about it because we'd interviewed him on the show.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to talk about it. So I want to see if I called the house phone. You heard the blah, blah, my voicemail.
You just threw that in when you were interviewing a chiropractor or something? By the way, Robin Williams died.
No, it was the A-Block Chit Chat. The A-Block Happy Coffee Talk Chit Chat.
I guess Michelle doesn't remember. She's not. Oh, hey, sweetie. Hey, are you listening to the show?
I'm watching you on YouTube.
Oh, so and Michelle's watching MJTV. That's cool. All right, so it's a little bit of a delay. The reason why I'm calling, before I move on, where were
We're at
we?
an intersection in Canada.
God, you're at an intersection in Canada.
That is true. Where were we? We were in a car. Where were we when we heard that Robin Williams had died? Do you remember where in Canada we were?
If I could, I would have said it.
We were at Mont-Tremblant. We were in Quebec. In Mont-Tremblant is where we were.
And we both just like, when we were at a stop, I think it was a stop sign, and we just like looked at each other like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And they kept driving the car.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, then after the what the heck,
Then we continued to the zip line.
Yeah, then what? I mean, yeah, big deal. I mean, okay.
No, listen, it's terrible.
Sir, you are a heartless.
I have a friend who's still pissed off about what's his face, the cook.
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain. Hey, I loved Anthony Bourdain. You know. All right, Michelle, go.
Well, I think when it's a suicide, it touches you a little differently than when it's.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think
accidental.
I think that's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, did you enjoy trick-or-treating last night?
Well, I didn't go to.
No, I'm talking about we sat out front while all the kids came up our street.
Yes, I enjoyed seeing all the little Spider-Man and little fairies and little princess. We had so many princesses and Spider-Man come through.
And it reminds Michelle of when our kids were little, and now they're 19 and 22.
By the way, Julian was not a bunny.
What was it?
He's a caterpillar.
Because if you have no literature, knowledge whatsoever.
Oh, because Chloe was Alice in Wonderland, and Julian was he was the MDMA passing out rabbit.
Yeah.
The white rabbit.
Yeah, the white rabbit.
Bye.
All right, goodbye, sweetie.
Whoa. Go easy on the attitude.
I'll tell you what, that hits a nerve when you talk about that stuff, because there are people that really affect it. Now, I saw, totally shifting gears. I mean, total segue here. DiGiorno. When I say DiGiorno, what comes to mind?
Pizza.
Exactly. So DiGiorno frozen pizza.
It's not delivery.
All right. It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
What?
Well, let me.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Let me explain.
Have you ever had a DiGiorno pizza?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
The normal stuff for frozen pizzas. Ed, what are you laughing at?
I know the story.
Me too.
All right. So DiGiorno is releasing a turkey and gravy and potato pizza.
What's wrong with that? It sounds delicious.
It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
That's fantastic.
That sounds actually pretty good.
Have you gotten a Thanksgiving sub where they put turkey and cranberry and mashed potatoes and stuffing on a sub?
I've had Thanksgiving.
Yeah, listen, it sounds great. Yes. It's a flavor combination that just wins.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You make turkey sandwiches with turkey, cranberry sauce, put some mashed potatoes on there.
We don't need a DiGiorno turkey, gravy, and potato pizza.
Yes, we do.
It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
Shut up. This is great, man.
That ought to be the tagline. Andrew, you find that funny? It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
You know what we have in the office, MJ?
What?
We have Froggy's Death Trap pizza cooker that Kim banished from the house. We still have that. I'm gonna. Is this in the stores yet?
Hang on. Let me read.
It's called a pizza pizzazz.
Let me read the story. A few months after unveiling their controversial pickle and pineapple frozen pizzas, DiGiorno is back with a limited time pizza just for Thanksgiving.
I'd try that.
Named the DiGiorno Thanksgiving Pizza, the new Detroit style pizza. Ooh. Promises to deliver all the Thanksgiving favorites, according to TMZ. When did TMZ start reporting on frozen pizzas?
Sounds good.
I mean, it's more pop culture than anything, but listen, I'm all for this DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza pie.
Well, you know MJ, he's a pizza diva, so his pizza's got to be, he thinks he's Dave Portnoy over here.
You can't do a Hawaiian pizza, but if you're going to do Hawaiian pizza, you can do a Thanksgiving
Hawaiian pizza is also disgusting. Come on.
Try it with sausage instead of ham.
I just had phenomenal New York pizzas last weekend. We had a couple of slices at La Industrie at the brand new West Village location. Typically, it was the Williamsburg, Brooklyn location, which is famous. They just opened up the West Village on Christopher Street.
And they don't have a Thanksgiving pie there?
No, a great slice at La Industrie. We had dinner at Una Pizza Napolitana.
How much pizza did y'all eat?
Oh, it's nonstop.
Isn't there any more food?
San Mateo.
Oh, wow. Tell us more pizza.
Anyway, so the Thanksgiving pizza is priced at $11.23.
We don't have the budget for that. Damn it.
And will be sold online.
Oh,
every Wednesday starting November 1. First come, first serve. You better go right now. Go to the DiGiorno website. Hurry.
Is it DiGiorno.com?
It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
All right. It's not that bad.
Listen, the regular cheese pizza, pepperoni, I'm fine. For frozen pizza, I'm fine with it.
Wow, that's impressive.
Typically, I'm not a frozen pizza fan. All right, but did you find the website, Sylvester?
I'm on the website. Celebrate National Pizza Month with DiGiorno. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Our menu.
Yeah, you gotta. Are they gonna make this hard to find?
So far, it's a pain in the ass. Being
Go to Detroit style crust because it is a Detroit style.
Okay.
So let's see if they have pepperoni 4 cheese, 3 meat.
That's all they got. I'm on DiGiorno site right now.
Where the hell is? Where do you order the Thanksgiving pizza? Don't you hate this? There's like a big promo for something, and then you go to their website, and it's ridiculously hard to find.
This should be front page stuff.
It ought to be. All right, so just do a Google search. Order DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza. So just do a search for that.
Let me ask you something,
Yeah.
Mr. Foodie. What's the difference between...
Is that condescending? Mr.
Yeah,
You're like,
it was the
Mr.
tone.
Foodie.
It was my tone.
Yeah, that was a condescending tone.
We know
it's a tough room. It's a tough room.
You have a certain degree of disdain for me lately.
Listen, tone matters. Tone matters.
Tone matters on here.
Yeah.
You are
Tone
the
matters.
king of tone deaf.
And you...
I'm the king. I'm the king of tone deaf.
No, I'm just kidding. You're the king of tone.
I'm
of
tone.
violating
I'm tone loc.
Sure
You're a
is.
toner.
And let's do it.
All right.
So what were we going to say?
So with your foodie knowledge, how is this so offensive? Because what do you put on a pizza? You put some meat, you put some veggies, you put some cheese. This has all of that. The only thing that's a little off the beaten path is cranberries. But you ever get your leftovers from Thanksgiving? You go to someone's house, and so they put all the leftovers on one plate or in one Tupperware container.
That's called
it's all kind of mixed together.
It's a dog bowl, is what that is.
Yeah, the food is all mixed together by the time you eat it a day later.
Are there cranberries on this as well?
Yes.
If not, there should be.
Wait a sec.
I don't like cranberries.
Hold on. Here's the whole list.
Yes.
Diced sweet potatoes, green beans, cranberries, crispy onions, creamy gravy sauce, and turkey. Oh my God! I left some of the items off. It gets even more disgusting.
Sounds good to me.
It's not delivery; it's double disgusting. DiGiorno.
The joke's not funny anymore.
Why
with
not?
the delivery DiGiorno. I mean, it was funny.
Fester, you know what it's like?
First 7 times. Yeah. What is it, Froggy?
It's not delivery. It's disgusting.
Right.
That's a stretch.
All right, moving.
George McFly's dad.
Moving along, guys. All right, stop.
Thank you. I just came up with it.
I don't have a lot of time. I have to end this segment.
Roxanne, what made that so perfect was that disgusting rhyme where it has the same letter as delivery. The alliteration makes it funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not even really the first
Would
syllable.
you guys stop burning up the clock, please?
For real, what are you doing?
Now, I don't really consider this impersonating a law enforcement officer. I got to be honest. I laughed at this.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the flashing red and blue lights are probably not a good idea. And yes, I would discourage that. But have you ever seen the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol vehicles? You see them. I see them around Tampa International Airport. I'll see them driving on the Veterans. I'll see them on Kennedy Boulevard. And, of course, they're very prevalent at the borders. But, folks, if you see like a government white vehicle, a lot of times they're SUVs or pickup trucks. It's U.S. Border Patrol and Protection. And it's a white vehicle, and it has that wide kind of diagonal green stripe going down the side of the vehicle. And it reads like U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. And there is a vehicle that has been spotted in numerous counties, including DeSoto County. So not far from us. Our signal hits DeSoto County. And
it's not DeSoto. It's DiGiorno?
It's not delivery. It's DeSoto.
It's not
All right,
DeSoto.
stop it, guys. Don't derail me.
Derail.
It doesn't die. There'll never be a day that's not funny.
It will be DC's.
Can I, guys? I got to take a break here in a minute. Let me get through. Can I get through this story, please?
I got to fan
All right.
myself.
So there is an impersonation vehicle, but is it? There's a. Fester, bring up the.
All right, what am I bringing?
Bring up the U.S. Booty Patrol truck.
Oh, no.
There's
good one.
a guy driving around
Uh-huh.
in a white pickup truck with the exact same diagonal green stripe on the door, and it reads Booty Patrol.
Oh, that is awesome.
And at first glance, you would think that it's U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, but it says Booty Patrol, and on the door it has like a government-looking seal, and it says National Booty Behavior Protection on the door.
That's great.
So are they arresting twerkers or are they protecting twerkers?
Listen, this is not that bad, but apparently they have flashed some blue and red lights. That is illegal. But I mean, it's kind of funny, It's not like you're really trying to impersonate it. It says Booty Patrol on the vehicle. Anyway, the DeSoto County Sheriff's Office does that border like Hardee and right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring up the Florida map. I've driven through DeSoto County in the past. So
That's not it. Hold on.
no, that's
DeSoto County,
yeah, wrong state. Yeah,
not DeSoto County, Mississippi.
Yeah, bring up the map. Yeah, so that DeSoto includes Arcadia.
And that's it.
Yeah, Arcadia. So listen, we can be heard in DeSoto County. So the sheriff's office there is asking drivers to look out for the Booty Patrol white truck impersonating a Border Patrol truck. It's a white Chevy Silverado, and they do say it has red and blue lights. Now, that's problematic. You shouldn't have that. According to police, the Silverado has similar-looking Border Patrol green stickers, but it says Booty Patrol all over the truck.
That's funny.
But at first glance, you think it's an official Border Patrol truck. Anyway, if any drivers have been pulled over by the Booty Patrol, they want you to call the DeSoto County Sheriff's Office. But it's also been spotted in other counties. So if you look at the other Florida counties, you got... Holy crap.
What
did I do here?
Hold on, Pat. Not yet.
Hold on. I didn't do anything.
Did you
Andrew,
lean?
I didn't touch a thing.
Did you lean on the console?
I think
No.
you leaned. You breathed. Your breath moved.
You don't start anything on the console. This is the most Mickey Mouse radio operation I've ever worked at, equipment-wise.
Don't put down Mickey Mouse.
I didn't touch a thing. What the hell happened there? Just played on its own. All right, so so you got DeSoto County, and then Hardee is just above DeSoto County.
Right, and
So-
Highlands and Glades County.
exactly. All right, so I do have to take a break here. So can you? Thank you. I didn't screw. I'm over here looking at a computer. I didn't touch a thing.
Pat did it from the other room, I bet.
No buttons on our board starts the elements. We got to use a mouse to click stuff. The worst setup I've ever had. I can't believe we pull off such great radio in this place.
Imagine what we could do.
And you know what's quieted down? Any talk of a new studio, it's just disappeared. Just
Oh, this is the perfect time for that to happen.
yeah, gone. All right, so let me take a break. This ends well over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. I do need to see my live spots. Oh, I got them. Okay, so hey, I want to, I have to do some live commercials. I do want to call Wade Sweikel, the CEO of Two College Brothers. All right, so I want to call Wade. I just wanted to thank Wade. I want to take a moment here. And, of course, one of our sponsors. late, 9:04. Typically, we're back at about 9 o'clock ish. Sometimes even like 8:58. However, we went long with the hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show. Actually turned into close to an hour and 27 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show. So it went a little long in the last segment. Hey, I've had numerous people ask me, "Hey, MJ, could you forward your lovely wife Michelle's plan for getting the kids to behave in the car? Those little brats, those little monsters that are shredding up the back of the car and hitting each other." So folks wanted to know, could I share?
Don't give it away, dude.
Yeah, she needs to sell it.
Sell it.
Take it to the Shark Tank.
Dude. She presented the whole thing to Roxanne on the air yesterday.
It didn't even happen.
It did happen. So what I'm telling people, just listen to yesterday's podcast.
What an idiot.
So what?
You've got an opportunity to build a huge business here with the backseat, instructional guide.
Responsible riders.
The wow cards.
The wow cards.
The responsible rider program and the little certificate book that you can make up. Yeah. And then the wow cards, and you set a goal for some kind of an exciting little trip like Disney or Busch Gardens, or
you're missing out on a big opportunity.
Go see the mermaids at Weeki Wachee. Hey, I think that Tico just opened up a new manatee observation deck over near Apollo Beach, right? Didn't they just open that up? I think it might open today. Actually,
that's cool.
Hey, look, there's a newer viewing area for the manatees by the Tico power plant.
That's what I call my seat every morning, a manatee viewing seat.
Right here. I'm even wearing manatee gray today.
You're watching Fester every morning.
Yeah.
That's your manatee viewing?
I like to count the prop scars.
Oh man, no, Fester, look at the news. Look at the news.
You're getting there.
Yeah, look at not images. Look at news.
News.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Seriously, look. Tampa Electric's Manatee Viewing Center reopens for the season today, November 1st.
So it's not a new observation.
No. The viewing opens up for the season today.
Okay.
But they've also opened up a new viewing platform. You can get even closer to the manatees. There's something new. They have a new installation for the new season.
That's new to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at here. Anyway, so if you're curious about Michelle's Respectful Riders program for the kids or the grandkids and the whole WOW ticket thing, just listen to the podcast. Yesterday, about, 7:30 on the podcast, it's all spelled out. It's all right there.
My kids loved it. We already started it.
Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Well, hopefully it works well. We have a couple of airplane-related things. I thought my tease was pretty good. Are there about to be riots on United Airlines beginning tomorrow? Any idea why I'm kind of staging it in this fashion?
Is this when United rolls out their new seating plan?
It is. So it's supposed to go into effect tomorrow, Thursday, November 2nd. And there is concern that there are going to be brawls. United passengers. So this is like a discussion on some of the air travel blogs and, the message boards that people are expecting there to be brawls on United because beginning tomorrow, this is where if you're in coach, if you're in economy seating, United is going to board window seats first, then middles, and then aisles last. They claim, listen to this, they claim they're going to save a whopping, I'm going to let you guys guess. So United Airlines,
right,
they have said that by doing this boarding process, window seats first, then the middles, and then the aisles, the last to board, they're claiming they're going to save a whopping blank minutes per flight. Would you like to guess, Fester?
I would think this efficient method saved 20 minutes off of the boarding process.
What the? Man, you just...
Why would they do it? Why would they do it if it's only going to be like a couple of seconds?
Guess
it's got
what?
to be a really significant time chunk.
2 minutes.
What?
That's what I was going to guess. I swear I was going to say 2 minutes.
United themselves are claiming that the new boarding process is going to save them about 2 minutes per flight.
So then they do that, and they do 2 minutes, how many flights they do across the country.
That's the
idea.
The whole logistical thing, and then it's 2 minutes per flight, and then how many flight minutes per week, per month, per year. Anyway, but people are saying that it's going to cause fights. What's going to happen is that the window seats in the middles are going to grab a lot of that bin space. So aisle seat folks, I mean, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So you might not have bin space. Oh, sir, we're out of bin space. We're going to have to check your luggage. Sorry, ma'am. Yep, sorry. We're out. We're going to have to tag that. And folks are concerned that this is going to cause problems on board. So the aisle seat, as far as bin space, could get screwed. Now, United is saying that they're going to put better bins. I mean, come on.
We're going to re-bin the plane? No, you're not.
What do you mean? Well, they are. They can do that. And listen, they've retrofitted airplanes. And listen, bins have gotten better. They've figured out better ways for the hinging and for the recessing too. So they have made bins better. That's true. But listen, you get on an older Southwest 737-700 series, those bins kind of suck. The difference between a 737-700, even an 800 bin that hasn't been retrofitted with a newer, like a 900 or a Max, it's just night and day. So folks are predicting. By the way, remember the Alaska Airlines off-duty pilot that was deadheading in the cockpit and tried to shut off the engines mid-flight?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did we? I don't know. We were off a couple days last week. I don't know if we mentioned this. Did you see that he apparently took magic mushrooms? Yes. Did we mention that?
I don't think we mentioned it, but I think I sent you that story.
Yeah, so I saw it as well, but we were off last Friday because I had to go to NYU Parents Weekend with Michelle up in New York. But he apparently took magic mushrooms, hallucinogens, right?
Wow.
Like a day or two before he freaked out. But also, there's another element here that the wife of the pilot that freaked out and tried to shut off the engines mid-flight on that Embraer, was that an E75 or E175 or an E195? Anyway, it's a decent-sized commuter jet. It's a nice airplane, Brazilian-made, Embraer. And the wife claims that he was suffering from depression but was afraid to report the depression because they might yank you from the line. Yeah, that's one of the things. So there are medical issues and mental health issues with pilots. They're afraid to seek medical treatment because they don't want it on the record because that could jeopardize their livelihood. All I can say is, can you imagine if you're going to have a pilot freak out, at least he's in the jump seat deadheading, and you had two competent pilots. You had the first officer and the captain that were able to, thwart this. What if this, I think I brought this up last week when the story first broke. What if this guy was the first officer on the actual flight? I mean, that could have been, what if he decided to, grab the stick and, on landing or takeoff and try to crash the airplane or lock the captain out?
Yeah, down his own flight.
And, and then, put it into a nosedive like that German Wings flight over in France or Egypt Air 990, whatever that was, 990.
So is this guy still in jail?
Well, last I don't know if he's bonded out. But, man, depression? Listen, people get depressed. I get it, but I don't want a depressed airline pilot.
No.
Or I want him to feel like he can get help.
Yeah, I mean, please. Yeah. If you don't get help at charter, please get help somewhere, right? Or whatever. So a couple of airplane stories there.
He didn't want to be yanked out of the cockpit. Now he's never going to fly again.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of airplane, one last airplane item here, and this is interesting. There is a wealth expert that says that you can tell the successful people on an airplane and who the dull people are that just kind of spinning their wheels, not getting anywhere.
Oh, by what they do while they're traveling and flying?
A wealth expert, yes. A wealth expert is saying observe the people around you if you want to know who's successful and who's not. On an airplane. I got to get to the 9-10 must-hear story, so we'll get to that here in just a second. What do you think indicates a successful person on an airplane?
Reading,
working, computer open, doing work. The claim is that a lot of the first-class passengers and the business-class passengers, they're working on the airplane. If you want to know someone that's not successful, they're just sitting there, just looking all around, just
watching a movie or doing something on their phone,
doing
or
nothing. Listen, I think you can be smart and successful and watch a movie, but they're saying that there are people on an airplane just sit there and do nothing, and those typically indicate a less successful individual. That the folks that are working are the more successful. I thought that was an interesting. Yeah, listen, I don't think it takes rocket surgery to figure that out.
I have to say, now that I travel with kids, I used to be that one who was like reading, doing stuff on my computer. But now if I'm not traveling with my children, I'm on a flight by myself.
You're trying to figure out how to keep those little monsters from running up and down the aisle.
When they're traveling with me. But
I'm
when
pushing it, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. But I was too scary yesterday. I was too scary. I don't know what it was that scared you, but something I said scared you. I'm not going to do it again. It's a tough one. All right. But anyways, when my kids aren't on, I stare into space, and it just feels so good just to stare into space. So now I guess I'm not successful.
Nope, you're a low IQ dullard that is not successful.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, look around present company.
Yeah, I regressed.
All right, moving along. The must-hear story of the morning. I'm running a few minutes late. I apologize. This is out of control. Do you realize that there are organizations that are calling for streaming services to put disclaimers on their programs like Netflix and Hulu, Amazon Prime, Apple TV? There are organizations. One is Changing Faces. It's a charity organization. And they have sent a letter to the chief content officers. Are you serious? They want disclaimers on shows that have any people that have scars, amputations, any visible differences. They want a disclaimer at the front of the program.
I would appreciate that.
Oh, will you stop?
I would appreciate that.
Get out of here.
Because
come on.
My immediate reaction upon coming on a sudden amputee is, sometimes like, ooh. And then, so if I knew ahead of time, ooh.
The charity organization is called Changing Faces. They've sent a letter to Netflix, Amazon Prime, BBC, Apple TV. They're trying to reduce the stigma of scars and other visible differences in the characters. They want a disclaimer on movies and TV shows. Listen to this quote from their press release. Every year, Halloween becomes a particularly stressful time for some of those with visible differences. The anti-discrimination organization writes this, that villainous film characters with scars, marks, burns, or conditions are often recreated as costumes, as well as becoming terms of abuse in everyday life. What? So now I'm
so confused.
They want like a disclaimer about, there's going to be a scarred character in this show. Please don't look at people that have scars in a bad light. I mean, yes, what?
How about treat people by the way that you interact with them and how they treat you, and don't worry about what they look like.
God, how about wrapping the viewers in bubble wrap and putting them in packing peanuts? How about that?
If I'm talking to you and you have an acid burn on your face, I'm going to look. I'm just going to.
Listen, there are some, obviously disfigured individuals. I mean, I feel bad for them. But listen, it's just a matter of life. You're going to have people that have nubs.
Yep.
I like to eat a pretzel nub.
I would follow a woman on Instagram who has her sister growing out of her face, but she's like been dead.
Right.
And she's hanging out of the front of her face. I'm not lying.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I swear. She lives in like India and can never afford to get it taken off.
There is an Instagram account with a woman that has a
growth on her face.
A twin sister that developed on her face?
Yes.
And the sister's still on there?
Well, she's not alive, but yeah, she's on there just hanging.
They got to hire her for like a Mike's Hard Lemonade commercial.
It's pretty horrific the way she eats.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
And then I follow another guy who just has nubs.
All right, show this. Hold on, stop. Show me the lady with the sister growing on her face.
I got to look for her.
You find that. You're lying to me.
But I also follow Real 86 Hands, and this guy.
What?
Real 86 Hands.
What is that?
It's just this guy that has like His fingers are like, his hands are like this.
Can you talk into the microphone?
Yeah,
It keeps falling.
Like this doesn't work on radio. You
Yeah.
have to
It's like
describe
this.
That doesn't. What does that mean?
All right, so his hands come out of his shoulders, so he doesn't have arms.
Look up.
What is he? I don't.
What are you doing?
All right, so
Yeah, look.
here he is. Seems like a nice guy.
No, it's like a nice guy. He has
It shows you how he drives and how he eats.
Yeah, he just has. Listen, he has deformed arms, and I think it's fantastic when people have deformities
And he's like Rich from
or
Instagram.
are different, and he's able to,
Look at him.
Yeah, listen, that's fantastic.
Like he shows how he does everything.
He has deformed arms, and he gets around normally. I think that's fantastic.
He's like, people want to know how I brush my teeth. Well, here you go. And he brushes.
I'll give this guy an award. All right, show me the lady that has
Okay,
her
I
sister
gotta look her
growing
up.
out of. You're making that up.
No, I'm not. I promise.
Fester, do you think this is real? Yes or no?
Possibly.
Roxanne, do you think it's real? Yes or no?
It might be. There's
I mean, there's a lot of people on
unique
Instagram.
stuff out there.
So
he's
her
talking-
little sister, undeveloped, is stuck to her face?
Yes. Yes.
It's going to take him a minute.
Oh, man. All right, well, I'll tell you what.
Give me some time.
It's 9:20. When we get back in minutes for the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show, I want you to produce this. Put up or shut up, Froggy. All right?
Oh, I'm with you.
I've got some good celebrity stuff when we get back. Britney Spears. I mentioned also, I teased that Bruce Willis's wife is all ticked off.
About what?
Well, it has to do with Matthew Perry, believe it or not. So hold on. There's also some big news about Bruce Willis in the last couple of weeks as well, which I think we mentioned. Hold on. All that and a whole lot more. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. Here on Q105. Stand by. For the final segment of the MJ Morning Show on Q105, Fester, come on down. Woo! Roxanne, come on down. Woo-hoo! Froggy, come on. Oh, he's still doobing it up in the parking lot.
Where the hell is he? We're back.
He's not coming on down.
Come on, man.
Coming on down a high maybe in a few minutes, but... anyway, so final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q1. Hey, breaking news, by the way. There is some breaking news on the Matthew Perry autopsy toxicology results, which typically take, quite a bit of time. But, folks, some breaking news. Well, kinda. TMZ reported earlier this morning, Matthew Perry autopsy initial tests negative for fentanyl and meth.
Good.
Was that an issue?
Well, I think that, people had furrowed and raised brows wondering if there were any substances. Now, there were reports early on that there were no illicit drugs that were found. Prescription medication was allegedly found in the house, but I think most people have prescription medication of some sort. But according to TMZ, Matthew Perry's death was not the effect of fentanyl or meth. That was not the situation, so no overdose. At least that's what initial tests indicate, according to TMZ. Law enforcement sources told TMZ investigators ran a less in-depth test on Perry, which revealed that he did not have fentanyl or meth in his system. However, it's important to note more in-depth tests are still being conducted as part of toxicology to analyze whether any other illegal drugs were present in his blood and if the levels of any prescription medications were at any harmful doses. And the results on toxicology could take anywhere from 4 to 6 months.
Wow.
That seems a little long. Usually it seems that it's a month or two. You know what? I'm going to open up a company that does toxicology results in 30 minutes or free. That's what I'm going to do.
It's like
just like a swab, like a nasal swab, and they figured it all out.
Essentially the Theranos of...
I'm going to start wearing Steve Jobs like black turtlenecks and talk like Steve Jobs. Man, that Elizabeth, what was her name? She's a kook.
Yeah.
She's
Was it Elizabeth Theranos?
no, Theranos is the name of the company.
Elizabeth Holmes.
Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, she tried to emulate Steve Jobs, even down to like wearing like black turtleneck. Oh yeah.
And then her voice changed.
Her voice,
walking like this.
What a con lady she turned out to be. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to start a company. You know, I just think that toxicology results just take too damn long. Tox Now. Tox Express. What do you think?
When your loved one dies and you want to know what the cause was in 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes or less.
Call Tox Express.
Or Tox Express. Oh, yeah. 30 minutes or less. It's Tox Express. Look at that.
Oh.
I'm starting a brand new toxicology company.
If this were only possible.
Yeah. Are you tired of celebrities dying and having to wait 4 to 6 months for the toxicology results?
Waiting months and months and months.
Hi, this is MJ for Tox Express. Yes, I'm telling you. This is a market.
It's like Tox Crafters.
Tox Crafters. Yeah, 1 hour. Tox Lens Crafters, right? 1 hour eyeglass. You know,
Tox Crafters.
Tox Crafters. Exactly.
I like Tox Express.
Tox Express.
It really brings home the express.
How about Quickie Tox, like Quickie Lube? Just a quick little oil change.
5-minute
tox. 5-minute tox. I was just going to say this. It's 5-minute tox.
Wow, that is quick.
Oh, man. All right. So some additional.
Well, I don't know what it is, but give me 5 minutes and I'll tell you. All right. Is that really breaking news about Matthew Perry? Is everything going to be breaking news? Let's say they rule out sleeping pills. We have breaking news again. We've ruled out sleeping pills. You know, let's just wait till what it is.
You want to hear something gross?
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Roxanne, me.
Gross.
A guy in Utah says that his Grubhub delivery driver accidentally gave him a cup of urine.
I don't know about that accident part.
Oh, man. So what does this suggest?
He pees in the cup to not have to stop.
Exactly. And I'm sure he was delivering drinks and hands over a cup of pee.
Or it suggests that he likes to drink urine and, you know, hopefully he's just playing it safe and just doing the first go round.
I ordered the lemonade from Chick-fil-A, you know.
A little wang to it. I don't get it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the only difference between a Grubhub driver with a pee bottle and me is I don't deliver for Grubhub. Because that's the way to go.
Yeah,
man.
It seems like guys have pee bottles.
A Utah man said that he ordered a milkshake through a food delivery app, but got a cup filled with urine. Caleb Wood of Saratoga Springs, Utah. I know of Saratoga Springs, New York. I like the Saratoga Springs water, which I don't think any of the water comes from Saratoga. Every bottle of Saratoga Springs that I get, like, it comes from Maine.
Do you know what you'll have a bottle of if you drink too much Saratoga Springs water?
Yes, a bottle of pee. So, listen to this. So this Caleb Wood said he ordered fries and a milkshake from Chick-fil-A through Grubhub earlier this week. He says, when I started eating my meal upon delivery, I put a straw in my cup that was delivered and took a sip.
Oh. Couldn't you tell it wasn't cold and it was like not ice?
I soon discovered that the cup delivered to me from the Grubhub driver was a warm cup of urine. I'm sorry.
Ew, man.
I'm sorry. Listen, it is past breakfast time, though. I mean, is this unfreaking believable? Wood captured the delivery on his home security camera. Wood then called the driver back to the house, confronted him. The confrontation's also on video. Do you realize this is pee? Wood said to the driver, holding a tall styrofoam cup in his hand.
You're in trouble.
Well, I was going to use that joke 5 minutes ago, but I decided not to.
Not me, baby.
Yeah.
I laid out there.
According to Wood, the driver admitted to confusing 2 styrofoam cups in the vehicle. Oh, yuck. Wood said the driver told him that he works long hours and doesn't have time to take a bathroom break.
That's a little ridiculous.
So he relieves himself in the car. So you've got pee hands delivering your bags of food? You got penis and pee hands. I'm sorry. Coming to your front door. I'm sorry to be so graphic and descriptive, folks, but sometimes I got to get the point across.
Hopefully he has some hand wipes or something.
My God. So I don't have any deliveries coming to my house.
Not from Mr.
No food deliveries.
No food deliveries, yeah.
Yeah. This guy works for Grubpud.
Although I have a couple of friends who have that Kroger delivery, and they swear by it. Those little trucks speeding around town.
If they're packaged food items and they're sealed, listen, I don't know as much a problem. A food bag where someone can just they ordered 12-piece nuggets. I don't think they're going to miss one. Then you get penis hands inside your nuggets. I mean, come on.
Different kind of nuggets.
Roxanne, are you humored by this?
Yeah. You know how I feel about that word.
What?
What you just said.
What word is that?
The P word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nuggets?
No, the P word.
Which
I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
I don't say that.
Oh. Okay. Wood said that drinking made him sick when he reached out to Grubhub. Oh, that's right. Andrew just said in my ear, you couldn't hear it. You won't say penis, but you'll say C block on the ear.
Oh, yeah, that sounds totally different.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say the C word or the D word any day.
Oh, okay. Whoa. You'll say the D word?
Yeah.
Say it.
Well, I don't want to say it on air. In what context am I allowed to say it?
Your favorite sport?
Anyway, there's nothing wrong. That word's not a violation.
Blank Clark.
Yeah.
So-and-so's a D. So-and-so's a dick.
Yeah. That's
fine.
Yeah, that's not illegal or anything, or that's not a banned word.
Context.
Yeah. So the Grubhub refunded part of his order. What? Part of the order?
That would ruin me on lemonade forever.
Oh my! Well, no, it was a milkshake, but it was in one of the white styrofoam cups.
He couldn't feel it wasn't a milkshake death.
I mean, you've got to be some kind of special idiot to know that you're holding something that's not a milkshake.
Should we repeat this story for the early crowd tomorrow morning at 6?
No.
Oh man,
that's disgusting.
That'll get you thinking, man. I'll tell you. All right, so some additional celebrity items, including Bruce Willis's wife. I feel so bad for.
I do too.
We talked about grieving for celebrities earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grieving for Bruce Willis. I mean, the guy was so vibrant. Michelle. You might have heard of Michelle. She's my wife. Michelle started watching Moonlighting because it's available on one of the streaming services that we have, and I forgot which one, but she's watching Moonlighting. She's like on episode, 7 or 8 of the first season. Do you know there were only like 60-something episodes of Moonlighting?
Really?
It was like a really short-lived series. I mean, like 66 episodes. So look it up on Wikipedia.
It's on Hulu,
yeah,
by
so
the way.
Yes, Hulu. So we have Hulu because my dad has us on the family plan. So Michelle is watching Hulu and streaming Moonlighting. And what brought this about was the Bruce Willis condition. I just feel so bad for Bruce Willis. I never watched Moonlighting when it was on TV. It was on, ABC back in the, mid-'80s or so?
Yep.
I never watched it. But he's funny on that show. I've seen a couple of the episodes that Michelle has streamed, and he's funny.
He's very charming and charismatic.
The writing is good. His delivery is excellent. It ran for like 5 seasons, but very few episodes. 67. How does it run for 5 seasons and you only have 67 episodes? I mean, it's like 10 episodes a season. Or
wow. Your math is a little off,
but
it's a short season.
Yes, only 50 versus 67. I'm just trying to round it up. Round. So you know what I'm saying. But it's actually pretty good. I just feel bad for Bruce Willis. And this brings up Bruce Willis's wife. Emma Hemming Willis, is that her? Is it Emma? I wasn't really familiar with Bruce Willis's wife's name. Currently, I remember Demi Moore. But she's responding to the Matthew Perry news. And she put a message up on her, it's like Instagram. Yeah, it's Instagram. And this is Bruce Willis's wife. And I feel so bad for Bruce Willis with his mental cognition issues. The family said a couple of weeks ago that Bruce Willis is now incommunicado, that he has no communicative skills at all. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's heartbreaking. Bruce Willis's wife put this message on Instagram. I don't need to hear the 911 dispatch call. I don't need to know the autopsy report. Why? Because it's absolutely none of my business. This level of looky-loo and entitlement is god-awful, and I will never understand it. Let this man rest in peace and show some respect. Give his family and friends grace to mourn and grieve without all this noise.
Well put.
Hold on. Are you clapping?
Yeah, I like that.
She was applauding.
You're doing a little golf clap
Yeah, a
over there?
little golf clap for that post.
Listen. If you're a celebrity and you die a high-profile death that makes the news and you are part of one of the most successful TV shows of all time, it's news. I'm sorry. That's part of being a celebrity in life or in death. If he crashes his car through a Ferrari dealership on Wilshire Boulevard in Hollywood, guess what? That's going to make the news.
But even though you know that, she's
Matthew
his
Perry,
wife,
listen,
right?
Matthew Perry dying in a hot tub, that's going to make people want to know. And yes, the toxicology is a big part of it.
Yes, but she is his wife. She's Bruce Willis's wife, so she doesn't view him as a celebrity, though she knows he is. She just thinks about what it will feel like when that happens to him. So she's just thinking about what it feels like for Matthew's family.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't understand why they released 911 calls in the first place.
Yeah, me too.
It's public
traumatic.
record.
It shouldn't be.
It's public. Why shouldn't it be?
It shouldn't be.
Sunshine and public record.
Yeah, I think.
If Michelle cracks me over the face with a golf club and I call 911, guess what? You know how many morning shows are going to want to play that in the market?
Dude, I'm going to want to play it. I'll have it on my phone. We'll play it. I'll play it for anybody. I'll start a podcast and just play that call.
As the opening.
that's my intro music. 911, what's your emergency? My wife hit me with
If I get into a fight with my neighbor who won't cut their flipping mangroves and I decide to kneecap him with a Louisville Slugger and they call 911, who's going to want to play that phone call?
I'm going to want to play that one too.
Oh, but wait a minute. But you don't want 911 calls released.
Listen,
Make up your mind.
No, seriously, I don't think 911 calls should be released.
Whatever. Justin Timberlake. Yeah, so I disagree with, I really empathize with Bruce Willis's wife and what Bruce Willis is going through, but I'm sorry. Celebrities, 911 calls, toxicology, it's news. It's part of being a celebrity. Justin Timberlake, speaking of celebrities, I had this in the pile and I forgot to do this. Did you see the Justin Timberlake, when the Britney Spears book came out last week, he fled to Mexico? Did you know that?
Jeez.
What?
Justin Timberlake.
What do you do, murder somebody?
No, I guess Justin Timberlake didn't want to be in the States.
He didn't want to be around. Didn't want to be found.
With the Britney Spears book coming out, he fled to Mexico with his family.
Yeah, he went to Acapulco right before Hurricane Otis.
Gotta get out of here.
Hasn't been heard from since.
Nope, nobody said a word.
No idea where they are. And then there were reports that Britney Spears wants to turn her book into a TV series.
Oh, I'm tired of her.
What, playing herself or somebody else play? I don't know.
So has Matthew Perry's book outsold Britney's book in the last week?
Oh, you're saying a resurgence of Matthew Perry's book from last year?
I saw that there was a renewed interest in his book with his passing.
Oh, absolutely.
I have to die. Don't do it, Brittany.
Don't do it, Britt. Although none of us would be surprised.
And then Taylor Swift is... I know we have a Taylor Swift ban on the show, but listen, Taylor Swift and bisexual, I got to talk about it.
Oh.
Yeah, so Taylor Swift is going after the trolls online that are asking... Is she bisexual? I have no idea what her sexuality is. I'm just not a Taylor Swift fan.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
There's a couple articles going around that zoomed in on a part of her body at the football game.
Yeah.
Her knees were a little scuffed up.
I saw that.
Dude, that is a month old.
Did you notice?
Dude, that story is old.
Well, I don't remember you doing it.
There was some, because I thought it was distasteful.
Oh,
and,
good for Travis.
I didn't want to talk about rug burns on on Taylor Swift's
Come
knees.
on, that's great.
Right?
How could you
No,
not?
I saw this. Dude, I saw that a month ago.
Well, listen, it's stuck in my mind.
There were memes that were rolling around on that. All right, folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. That's MJ at MJMorningshow.com. A lot of good stuff on my Instagram, some Halloween stuff at Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow. That's Certified MJ Radio. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday show on Q105, the MJ Morning Show, and let's be careful out there.